come into play. But yeah, when you get to the playoff scenarios, I don't think those situations have much credence.
Have you researched Milwaukee to the point where you know why they're winning now? They've been winning since that 2-8 start, but they had a rough patch not too long before they won their final 8 games. What's different, in particular, with Lillard out there winning every night?
Yeah, I think they're better defensively. Giannis is playing MVP caliber basketball. They have Portis back, although he was out for the large part, the latter part of the season. He came back, I believe, a couple weeks remaining. I think he's a big factor. Brook Lopez is a major factor, but one of the sleepers and people ought to be very aware of is Kevin Porter Jr. I think he's a very good player. He had a stint in Houston where he looked like he was going to be the next coming of James Harden, and things kind of fell off, had some off-the-court issues, but he is a force to be reckoned with.
That's Eddie Gill. I'm Mark Boyle. The series starts today. Games 1, 2, 5, and 7, the latter 2 if necessary, in Indianapolis. Let's go back to Pat Boylan.
Mark and Eddie, thank you very much. The Bucks enter the playoffs red hot. Winners of 8 in a row. Hear from their head coach, Doc Rivers, on what's been working and why he hopes it'll continue. The opponent's perspective is next. This is the Elevance Health Radio Network.
At KeyBank, we know a small moment like,
what's it like to have a yard?
Can lead to an even bigger question like,
am I ready to buy a home?
And that's the type of moment where we'll meet you, prepared to talk about everything you need to know when applying for a mortgage, so you can try to turn those backyard dreams into reality. Paul?
Yes?
Question. Are you a hammock person?
You know, I think I might be.
For every financial need, we'll meet you in the moment. KeyBank opens doors. NMLS 399797, Equal Housing Lender.
Be part of something bigger with a career at Nucor. When you join our organization, you become part of a team that makes an impact on people's lives, communities, and the environment. Join us to forge deep bonds with teammates, get the freedom to activate your ideas, and gain the stability to build a lifelong career. Learn more at nucor.com/careers. That's nucor.com/careers. Come be a part of something bigger at Nucor. Nucor is an equal opportunity employer.
Now you can call every shot when it comes to investing, because Gainbridge's easy online platform puts you in control of your own financial future. Choose trusted products, invest on your own terms with as little as $1,000, and watch your savings grow over time with reliable returns. You make the choices, you make the calls. So no matter what, you're always in the lead. Get started today at Gamebridge.io. Gamebridge is an official partner of the Indiana Pacers.
Hey fans, this is Rick Carlisle, head coach of the Indiana Pacers. What meal goes best with Pacers basketball? A Philly cheesesteak sub right off the grill and fresh out of the oven from Penn Station East Coast Subs. All season long, when the Pacers win, bring a friend. Just text BOGO to 727-722 by 10 a.m. the morning after any Pacers win this season to receive a buy one, get one free coupon to use in-store the next day. Visit Pacers.com/Penn Station for full details. It's all about good taste.
Welcome back to the Kroger pregame show from Gainbridge Fieldhouse. I'm your host, Pat Boylan. This afternoon, it's game number 1 of the playoffs. The Pacers tip off the entire playoffs as they host the Milwaukee Bucks. Damian Lillard will not play today. He could return this series. Doc Rivers speaks on how he's gotten himself in a position to potentially be a factor later in the series.
I think it's everything. I mean, his prayers. I mean, his determination. I mean, honestly, guys, listen, did anybody think? We didn't know. We were hopeful. As a coach, I have to always look at the worst case. That's where my mind has to be to prepare for it. And every report kept getting better and better. Dame, like you said, just is I don't know if it's the hope creed, but he just kept saying, I'm going to get through this. The energy of positive thinking, there may be something there. It is in this case, I can tell you that. He never, I'm sure there were days that he would be honest, it had to be. But for overall, man, his attitude was phenomenal. That won't change much. It'll help us, especially against this team because they pressures us a lot. We worked on a lot of actions with all our guards, including Dame, with the point guard not having the ball and Giannis having it. So it absolutely helps us. We're getting healthy.
Right. So does it affect just?
Well, the biggest difference is We didn't have Giannis. So your mood changes. You have Giannis. So forget everything else. That's the biggest change. We got 2 good practices, 3 days. I said we can't worry about that. We just got to throw them out there and play. And this is why the longer you stay alive for this team, we're going to keep getting better in the playoffs, and everyone does. That's part of the journey. Each game, hopefully, you improve. Win a series, you can improve, but you got to do all the work to win a game and then another game. It's just the playoffs are hard, and that's what makes them so great.
The head coach of the Milwaukee Bucks is Doc Rivers, while the Pacers don't have many players who have experience hosting a Game 1. Pascal Siakam has been a part of plenty in his time with the Raptors. We'll hear from Siakam, then also Haliburton and Miles Turner ahead of Game 1. That's next. This is the Elevance Health Radio Network.
Experience the Midwest's newest fine dining destination, Commission Row. Our menu includes the best locally sourced steaks, chops, seafood, and raw bar offerings. Created by Pacers Sports and Entertainment in partnership with Cunningham Restaurant Group. Commission Row is located right next to Gamebridge Fieldhouse. Whether for dinner on the main level or drinks and Mel's, our speakeasy bar. Make Commission Row a part of your next game night. Learn more or make a reservation at commissionrow.com.
Hi, this is Archie Manning. After years of playing football, I've learned to listen to my body. These days, that includes listening for signs of heart problems like chest discomfort or feeling tired from doing simple activities. The expert team of heart specialists at Ascension St. Vincent has made it the st hospital for cardiac care in Indiana. So when you need care for your heart, contact the winning team at ascension.org/St. Vincent Heart.
If you want a tire shop that doesn't feel like your ordinary tire shop, then you need to meet Tire Man. Bell Tire. Good point, Tire Man. Tire Man works at Bell Tire. He's part tire, part man, all heart. Bell Tire. Right, Tire Man. We repair flats for free at Bell Tire. And as Tire Man just said, we actually care about our customers. We're not your ordinary tire shop because we're changing tires. Bell Tire.
Breaking news, and the TNCs apply.
Inside Gamebridge Fieldhouse this afternoon, it's the Pacers and Milwaukee Bucks Game 1 of a best-of-7 series. The Pacers earned home court advantage during the regular season and start the playoffs here at home. Games 1 and 2 are in Indianapolis. Miles Turner shares the mindset headed back into the playoffs.
We're excited. I think that's where we'll start. We're just excited for working since training camp to get to this point. I really think we're working since, we got bounced last year. It's been our mind, getting back to this time of the year. So, we're healthy. We're good to go. We're excited and everything in between.
How does that experience last year help coming into this year's playoffs?
Helps immensely. You had a lot of guys that had never had any playoff experience. Guys like myself who have never been out the first round. So, just knowing what it feels like, knowing the mental reps, physically what it feels like is going to help us going forward. I think last year, we were the Cinderella story. We were the hunters, and everybody, didn't really see us coming. But people know how we play. People know our style of play and know, what we had to offer now. So, setting the tone is going to be crucial. I think that, obviously it's amazing to set the tone at home, but you guys always be the guys who go out there and, throw that first initial punch. So, again, it's all exciting stuff, and we're fun. Look forward to it. It helps that we play them, 4 times a year, in our division, so, it has some familiarity there. But, again, he presents his own challenges. Someone that's, down the second half of the season, he's passing the ball a lot more. He's picking and choosing spots to be aggressive. So, again, he presents his own challenges.
That's Miles Turner. Pascal Siakam explains that just because the Pacers have home court advantage does not mean they can let their guard down.
I think it's like at the end of the day, you think about home court, and when you're on the road for those first 2 games, it feels like, you go no way. Like it's different. And maybe there could be a sense of just being comfortable because you're at home, but you can't have that. It's the first game. You have to be able to protect home court, like you said. We worked hard all season to get it. You don't want to give it away. So obviously they have Giannis back, so that's a big plus. And they have a different team, man. Like they have guys coming up, off the bench that's playing super well. Kevin Porter Jr., like they have Kyle Kuzma, like they have a different team that plays hard and the last, I don't know how many games they've been rolling, so they're playing good basketball. And so, yeah, it's going to be a lot of different challenges than we had last year, which I think I expected. So we just got to be ready. He can do everything. He's attacking with force, and being able to make that shot also makes it even more dangerous. But obviously we know he's the head of the snake, but like I said, I think the whole team is playing unbelievable basketball, and it's going to be a tough job for all of us. And yeah, it's not a one job, it's not a one-person job. We got to all be together and sync as a team to not only stop him, but stop the whole team.
That's Pacers forward Pascal Siakam. As for Tyrese Haliburton, he says there's a notable experience difference after last year's run to the Eastern Conference Finals.
I think we've talked as players, I think the biggest difference between last year and this year is playing, game one at home. And I think last year in game one, we got stomped, and it felt like we kind of eased into game one and then kind of woke up in game two and responded. We don't have that luxury at home. You got to take care of home court because at the end of the day, if nobody wins the road game, you win the series. So I think what's most important is taking care of game one, being ready to go from the jump because we know that they're going to give us their best shot. And I think just value in possession, all those things, and how important it is to get stops, which I think we've had to do. With our horrible start to the year, we had to figure out how to win games in different ways. We've had to win games in the most ridiculous types of ways, at the end of the year. So, I feel like that's been good for us as a group, and I want to take that into the playoffs. That's a good question. I think they have, had a full year with Coach Rivers and the staff. Last year was a mid-season change. It's hard to obviously leave out what Giannis brings to the table and what he does for their group. And, I feel like their bench is, probably deeper than they were last year. So that's definitely what causes, it to be a little different than last year. You use those to watch film, and obviously the regular season, holds weight for sure. But it doesn't change how we approach it. It's still a playoff series. Doesn't matter who we play. And understand that we're always going to get their best shot. They're always going to get our best shot. It's plain and simple. We don't like each other, so that's just part of it.
That's Tyrese Haliburton this afternoon. Game one of a best-of-7 series between the Pacers and the Bucks. Game number 2 is also in Indianapolis. It's on Tuesday. A 7 o'clock tip, a 6:30 Kroger pregame show. You can join us at Pacers.com/tickets. There you can purchase tickets for potential Game 5 and 7 if necessary. It's the first of 4 wins and the first game of the series between Indiana and Milwaukee, and it tips off the entire NBA playoffs here this afternoon. There are 4 games today and 4 games tomorrow after Pacers and Bucks. At 3:30, the Denver Nuggets are the 4 seed out west, and they are hosting the 5 seed LA Clippers. Then at 6 o'clock, the Knicks, who are the 3 seed in the East, are at home against the 6 seed Detroit Pistons. At 8:30, the final game today, the Lakers are at home against the Timberwolves. That is the 3-6 matchup out west. Tomorrow at 1 o'clock, the Thunder host the Grizzlies in a 1-8 matchup. The 2-seeded Celtics host the 7-seeded Magic. The 1-seed Cavaliers host the 8-seed Heat. And at 9:30, the Rockets, who are the 2-seed, are at home hosting the 7-seed Golden State Warriors, who made it in via the play-in tournament. This afternoon from Gainbridge Fieldhouse, it's the Indiana Pacers and Milwaukee Bucks, a rematch of the first-round series that the Pacers took in 6 games a year ago. That'll wrap up the Kroger pregame show. It's Mark Boyle and Eddie Gill's turn. Game number 1 coming your way next. This is the Elevance Health Radio Network.
Driving to his right. Sends it into the...
Hey sports fans, thank you so much for hanging out with us here on Toronto Sports Insider during the playoff pulse. Our mission is simple, bringing sports fans together to hang out, cheer, and change the world one insider at a time, while supporting SickKids Hospital in Toronto every single game.
Cheers, insiders and sports fans from around the world. The Playoff Pulse campaign on Toronto Sports Insider is uniting fans worldwide through the thrill of NHL and NBA playoffs. Every game, Every fan, every moment counts. The link is pinned in the chat and in the description. Check out our campaign page. Donate if you can, or share it with friends. Holy Mackinac! Every click helps SickKids heal the future. Just by being here, you have already made an impact. Now, chat it up, keep it classy, and let's keep changing the world one insider at a time.
Regular season, the Bucks and Pacers played 4 times. Milwaukee won 3 of the 4. In those 4 games, Pascal Siakam averaged 24 points per. Giannis Antetokounmpo figures to be a huge problem, as he is for every opponent, every night against the Pacers this season. 30 points and almost 12.5 rebounds a game. That, believe it or not, though, is an improvement. Last season, he averaged 42 points and 13 rebounds a game against Indiana. Today, it's the Pacers and the Bucks, game 1 of a best of 7. And when we return, we'll take a look at the starting lineup. So please stay with us. You're listening to Pacers Playoff Basketball on the Elevance Health Radio Network.
Pacers Nation, game time is Zyber time. Introducing Zyber with X, a nationwide internet service provider born right here in Indy. Zyber is fast. We offer fiber or fixed wireless or both. As the official internet provider of the Pacers, Zyber delivers championship speeds with style, making your internet seamless and worry-free with speeds up to 10 gigabits per second. Zyber is your surprisingly likable internet service, Indy. Follow our pace at Zyber.com. That's Zyber.com.
Now you can call every shot when it comes to investing because Gamebridge's easy online platform puts you in control of your own financial future. Choose trusted products, invest on your own terms with as little as $1,000, and watch your savings grow over time with reliable returns. You make the choices, you make the calls. So no matter what, you're always in the lead. Get started today at Gamebridge.io. Gamebridge is an official partner of the Indiana Pacers.
Welcome to the NBA playoffs. The moment we've all been waiting for is here.
The fans now on the edge of their seats.
It's time to stay locked in to every single moment. Because you never know when history will be made. When it's win or go home, every moment matters. So don't miss a thing. NBA playoffs presented by Google begin today on ABC, ESPN, TNT, and NBA TV.
What if healthcare worked for everyone? What if your health was measured by more than your vital signs? What if zucchini and kale were as accessible as burgers and fries? What if AI helped doctors to know what your body will do before you do? We aren't just asking these questions. With our health plans and services, we're taking steps to address them. Elevance Health, where health can go. Learn more at elevancehealth.com.
Welcome back to Gamebridge Fieldhouse. Today it's the Pacers and the Milwaukee Bucks. Game 1 of the best of 7 Eastern Conference quarterfinal series. With Pat Boylan and Eddie Gill, I'm Mark Boyle. And it's time to take a look at our Ascension St. Vincent starting lineups. The Pacers have their preferred 5 available. That means that Tyrese Haliburton, who finished 3rd in the NBA in assists, and Andrew Nembhard are in the back. Miles Turner in the middle. Up front, Aaron Smith and Pascal Siakam, who was the Pacers' leading scorer and rebounder during the regular season. Haliburton was Indiana's top assist man. The Milwaukee Bucks are without one of their best players. Damian Lillard missed the final 14 games of the regular season with a right calf injury, and he will miss game 1, although the Bucks have expressed optimism that he might be available at some point during this run. It's not like they've been helpless without him, though. He missed 24 games this season. They won 16 and lost 8. When he doesn't go, they split that point guard position, generally speaking. Ryan Rollins handles it. Tyler Smith handles it. They've also got 4 other good starters. Taurean Prince in the back. Brook Lopez, the veteran, in the middle. Kyle Kuzma, and the league's second leading scorer, Giannis Antetokounmpo, up front. Antetokounmpo in his 12th season in the NBA averaged 30 points and 12 rebounds a game this season. This afternoon in downtown Indianapolis, it's the Pacers and the Milwaukee Bucks. With Pat and Eddie, I'm Mark. Stay with us. First quarter play-by-play next. You're listening to Pacers basketball on the Elevance Health Radio Network.
Plan ahead for that next conference room meeting at work and watch people come to life when you walk in the room with that purple box from Jack's Donuts. You'll have plenty of choices with over 30 varieties of donuts. Add a 96-ounce box of Jack's Donuts coffee and hit that conference room in style. Let Jack's Donuts take care of your next big corporate meeting. Jack's Donuts since 1961. Learn more at jacksdonuts.com.
Hey Pacers fans, while we cheer on our team tonight, let's take a moment to remember an important cause. The Indiana Pacers proudly support organ donation. Signing up to be an organ donor is an incredible and easy way to make a difference. Organ donation saves lives, and when you say yes, you are creating hope for the more than 1,000 Hoosiers waiting on life-saving organ transplants. Say yes to organ donation next time you visit the BMV or learn more at donatelifeindiana.org. Now back to the action, and go Pacers!
Hey fans, this is Rick Carlisle, head coach of the Indiana Pacers. Penn Station East Coast Subs prepares the freshest ingredients just for you. Your entire meal from Penn Station features the quality, freshness, and perfectly seasoned flavors that you crave. All season long, when the Pacers win, bring a friend. Just text BOGO to 727-722 by 10 a.m. the morning after any Pacers win this season to receive a buy one, get one free coupon to use in-store the next day. Visit pacers.com/Penn Station for full details. It's all about good taste.
Discover a career with upward mobility. Lift Academy provides an accelerated path to a rewarding career in commercial aviation. Through the Republic Airways Career Pathway Program, you'll have a defined pathway to Republic Airways. Learn firsthand from experienced instructors. Have state-of-the-art training technology at your fingertips and earn your commercial pilot certificate in as little as 18 months. Visit flywithlift.com today. Lift Academy. Get up here.
In downtown Indianapolis, the NBA playoffs are about to begin as the Pacers take on the Milwaukee Bucks. Pat Boylan is courtside here at Gainbridge Fieldhouse. With Eddie Gill, I'm Mark Boyle. We welcome those of you who have joined us around Indiana via the Elevance Health Radio Network. Our longtime affiliates in Portland, Indiana are W287BC, FM 105.3, WPGW AM 1440, and WPGW 100.9 FM. Our game night, or in this case game day special, features the Pacers City Edition short sleeve round one playoff t-shirt. It's regularly $35, on sale today for just $20. You can look for this and all other Pacers merchandise online at PacersTeamStore.com. while supplies last. Starting lineups are as we anticipated that they would be. Aaron Nesmith, Pascal Siakam, Miles Turner, Andrew Nembhard, and Tyrese Haliburton. For Milwaukee, it's Kyle Kuzma, Giannis Antetokounmpo, Brook Lopez, Torian Waller-Prince, and Ryan Rollins. The head coach of the Pacers is Rick Carlisle. The head coach of the Bucks is Glenn Rivers, known to one and all as Doc. Interesting side note, once this series hits game 4, that'll be the 31st playoff game in which Rivers and Carlisle have gone head-to-head over their respective careers, and that will be more than any two coaches in the history of the NBA have competed against one another in the playoffs. During the regular season, Indiana 13th in net efficiency, Milwaukee 11th. Indiana 9th offensively, Milwaukee 10th. Indiana 14th defensively, Milwaukee 12th. So statistically speaking, the eye test, all of it, Eddie Gill, hard to imagine two teams more evenly matched than these two.
Yeah, and hard to imagine two teams who are more familiar with each other than these two teams when you think about the last couple seasons and the amount of matchups they've had when you think about the in-season tournament and such. And also, the other similarity is both teams playing really good basketball, high-level basketball towards the latter end of the season, almost to their peak form, which is when you want to be able to be playing your best basketball, even though the Bucks are down Damian Lillard right now.
Pacers play in the white with the blue, black, and yellow numerals, letters, and trim. Are those Milwaukee uniforms black or dark green?
I'm going to go with forest green.
Forest green. Okay.
How do you like that?
White sure. Numerals. I like it. White letters. And we're set to play. Miles Turner will jump center against Brook Lopez, two veterans who have tailored their games to the modern NBA. Brook Lopez in particular He is much older than Miles, and when he came into the game, you were a low post back to the basket guy. He now has become, if not a great three-point shooter, at least one you have to go out there and look at.
Listen, I spent some time with Brook Lopez with the Nets in his early years. May have been even his rookie season, first or second season, but a guy who could knock down a 17-foot jumper, and now he's routinely taking and making 30-foot jumpers.
Pacers win the opening tip. They go right to left in the first half. Tyrese Haliburton has the ball, pitches it to the right side of the floor. Andrew Nembhard holding it there. Now he takes a handoff from Miles Turner, drives to his right, hits the wing, kick to the top, and the first shot of the game is right through the middle. A Turner three from up top.
This is where Turner has had a matchup advantage against Brook Lopez. He wants to stay in the lane. Turner's getting those pick and pop threes.
Ryan Rollins gets the start in Damian Lillard's spot, and he drives down the right side and lays it in on Milwaukee's first possession. 3-2 Pacers, 38 seconds gone. Indiana to the forecourt. Siakam gives it up, and Nesmith has it, center of the floor. Prince is on him. Haliburton to the top of the arc. Turner, who just scored from there, hands it to Haliburton. Pitches cross court, wide open left edge, and Nesmith barely hit the rim with a three. There was nobody within 15 feet of him. Back the other way, Antetokounmpo for Milwaukee. On the left wing, he draws the immediate double team, and it's overly aggressive. Nembhard got there to help Siakam, and he fouled Antetokounmpo.
And that's it. Sometimes you come into these moments so hyped up and overly aggressive, just like you called it there, and commit that foul.
Pacers 3, Milwaukee 2. 1 minute gone first quarter. Lopez has it, perimeter left. Hand off to Prince, hard right hand, got him into the lane. He hands to Antetokounmpo, and a fade off of 1 foot from the foul line is good. He finished the season strong. 5 straight double-doubles and 61% from the floor over their last 11 games. Here's a long one left edge, and Nembhard barely hit the rim, or maybe he didn't. It sails out of bounds from three-point range. Turner hits one to start, but then the next two, Nesmith and Nembhard, barely hit iron, if at all.
Yeah, and with both guys didn't have anyone within 15 feet of them. So just catch it and shoot it. Sometimes those are the most difficult ones.
Milwaukee 4, the Pacers 3. Antetokounmpo marching down the left side, bangs bodies with Turner. He got to the front of the rim and laid it in. Pacers scored first on a Turner 3. Milwaukee has since scored 6 in a row. 10-14 left in the quarter. Haliburton drives, delivers to Turner. Handoff up top. Nesmith moves to his right. From the sideline, it's Nembhard with a good, strong drive, and he tried to pitch it to Turner in the lane, but it went off of Turner and out of bounds.
That's the right idea. Turner just not ready for the ball. Nembhard was able to draw Brook Lopez all the way to him. Slips through the hands of Turner.
That's a rarity. The Pacers finished the regular season tied for 3rd in the NBA in terms of fewest turnovers per game. Antetokounmpo left edge of the circle. Milwaukee has scored 6 straight. They lead by 3. Prince lobs it to the goal, but it's too tall. Antetokounmpo got a left hand on it, but couldn't guide it where he wanted it to go. Pacers run to the other end, and Nembhard comes in from the left side and dunks with the right hand.
Great decision there. He was able to see that lane open up, and Turner was able to seal the help side defense.
Milwaukee 6, Indiana 5. Prince gives to Lopez. Here's his first 3 of the series. Off the front of the rim, Siakam rebounds. Pacers look to go back in front. Nembhard zigs and zags down the left side and lays it in with the left hand.
Talk about high IQ. Just cuts the angle off of Kuzma. He can't contest the layup.
Milwaukee's 6-point mini burst countered by a 5-point Pacer outburst. Indiana leading 7-6. Antetokounmpo 20 feet out down the left side. Got inside of Turner. Up and under left to right using the baseline. He has 6 already, and they lead 8-7. 8:56 left, first quarter, game 1. Haliburton drives left hand into the lane. Bounce pass to the wide open Siakam, and he hits the 3 from the far corner.
That's a beautiful pass by Haliburton as he gets to right to the front of the rim.
Good to see him starting well from out there. He finished the regular season over the last 11 games, hitting just 9 of his 32 threes. Pacers 10, Milwaukee 8. Here's Antetokounmpo again. He laid it up too hard coming down the right side. Nembhard takes the outlet, moves it right down the middle of the lane. He got away from Lopez and laid it in.
The physicalness of Nembhard when he drives the basketball knocks Lopez off balance for the layup.
Indiana 12, Milwaukee 8. Pacers have hit 5 of their 7 shots to start the game. Prince has it for Milwaukee. Marching to the right wing, lays it on top. This time Lopez from dead on is short with a 3 ball. Turner secures the rebound. The Pacers with an early 4-point lead. Siakam, center of the floor, Turner. Bouncing once, moving to his right. Bounce pass right of the lane, Siakam. He's got the smaller Rollins at his mercy. They work it to the other side of the floor, and Neesmith out of the near corner hits a three.
At that time, zero hesitation by Neesmith. Great extra pass by Haliburton. Doc Rivers wants to talk about it.
8-point Indiana run. First time out comes with 7:50 left in the quarter. 15-8 Pacers. You're listening to Pacers basketball on the Elevance Health Radio Network.
In Indiana, we grow basketball and soybeans. Just like the first bushel baskets used to create the game of basketball, we are growing bushels of beans all across the state, which help drive the Indiana economy, create sustainable products, and of course create a sustainable source of food. Meet the people behind the family farms across the state at indianasoybean.com. This message was funded by Indiana's soybean farmers and their checkoff.
Good communications is key to any winning team. When it comes to business communications, your customers and vendors need to communicate with you from a variety of devices. Gibson Teldata provides unified communication solutions to over 3,000 organizations, including the Indiana Pacers, Fever, and Gainbridge Fieldhouse. Unified communications lets your team communicate using a variety of platforms from a single interface. Visit bgibson.com or call 317-298-2945. Gibson Teldata is a proud partner of the Indiana Pacers.
Hi, this is Archie Manning. After years of playing football, I've learned to listen to my body. These days, that includes listening for signs of heart problems like chest discomfort or feeling tired from doing simple activities. The expert team of heart specialists at Ascension St. Vincent has made it the st hospital for cardiac care in Indiana. So when you need care for your heart, contact the winning team at ascension.org/St. Vincent Heart.
Ways to save. All right, huddle up, Pacer fans. This is the money saving scoop from Citizens Energy Group. Turn off the faucet while brushing your teeth to save water. Toss on a layer before turning up the heat. That'll save you some energy. And always do full loads of laundry. Remember, the more you could serve, the more you could save. Now get out there. Find more ways to save on your bill at citizensenergygroup.com.
Good start for the Pacers. They're on an 8-point run. They've hit 6 of their first 8 shots. Milwaukee, similarly accurate. They've hit 4 of their first 7. Pacers lead 15-8. The best athletes don't just play the game, they change it. And when it comes to investing, Gainbridge is doing the same, putting you in control of your own financial future. Get started today at Gainbridge.io. With Eddie Gill, I'm Mark Boyle. We're high above courtside here at the world's greatest basketball arena, Gainbridge Fieldhouse. Downtown Indianapolis, we go across the floor and down courtside. Stationed, as always, between the two team benches, Pat Boylan. Good day, sir.
Mark Eddy, hello. Thanks to last season, the Pacers entered the playoffs with far more experience than they did at this time a year ago. Miles Turner spoke to that saying, quote, "We have a lot of guys that had never had any playoff experience, then guys like myself who had never been out of the first round. It helps immensely," end quote. But despite what they gained going to the Eastern Conference Finals, the Pacers roster still doesn't have much experience starting a series at home, except for Pascal Siakam. This is the 8th time in his career he's been on the team with home court advantage. Siakam says, quote, "It feels different than starting on the road. There's the potential to be comfortable because you're at home, but we can't have that. We've worked all season to get it. You don't want to give home court advantage away in one game."
And along those lines, it's worth noting that in each of their last 5 playoff series, the Pacers have lost Game 1. They went on to win 2 of those series last season. Obadiah Toppin Jr. is on for the Pacers. First substitution of the game. Prince sends it perimeter right. The wide open Ryan Rollins hits a 3 off the catch. Third-year man from Toledo had a good year shooting the 3, 41%. That ends the Pacers' run at 8 straight. And now Haliburton turns it over, and Antetokounmpo takes it into the lane where Turner denied access but fouled in the process. And Antetokounmpo will go to the line twice. Toppin, by the way, replaced Pascal Siakam. It's always interesting to see what coaches do with their rotations during the playoffs. Many will tighten their rotations, if not by number, then by minutes. What do you think Rick will do with his?
You know, that's a great question, and they're looking at potentially reviewing this. I don't think they're going to do it, but Giannis has a his little off arm, but he just looks like Rick Carlisle is going to settle for complaining about it. But to your point, teams often shorten the lineups or shorten the rotations. But what I'm interested in also, especially these first couple games, there's 2 days between games. So do we see the starters play a little bit more, a longer stretch of minutes?
This is the one notable weakness in Antetokounmpo's game. He is a dreadful free throw shooter. Not Chris Dudley dreadful or Andre Drummond dreadful to drudge up a pair of big men. But 62% for a player his skills is notable. He hit 1 of 2.
Extremely, yeah. But fortunately for him, he's one of the best at everything else, except for three-point shooting.
Yeah, that's right. I said he had 1 weakness. I guess he has 2 as Neesmith hits a floater in the lane, but he doesn't shoot the 3 all that often, whereas he goes to the line all the time.
Yeah, correct. Yeah, meanwhile, he's sitting with 7 points just 5 minutes into the game.
17-12 Pacers. Neesmith with 5. Following that made shot in the lane. Lopez on top, looking to hand to Antetokounmpo. Antetokounmpo got away from Neesmith, took it in right side, and he's back on the line, shooting 2. He was fouled as he came down the right side, and as a result, having made just 1 of 2, he'll go again. The foul is Toppin's first. Expanding on what I said about him earlier, he led the league in free throw attempts per game. He goes there an average of 10.5 times per game, and he would lead the league in makes too if he shot, say, 75%, but he's at 62%, and his difficulties at the foul line, one of the reasons that the Bucks are one of the worst foul shooting teams in the league.
Yeah, he gets there the most and misses the most, but he would be a good foul shooter if he made them when he got there. But to that point, that was a good foul there committed by it looks like they got it on top, and I thought it was going to be Aaron Neesmith, but they both were there to get it on top. But you'd rather that than letting this guy just march to the lane for dunks and layups.
That's 3 team fouls against the Pacers. Milwaukee has not committed any. Antetokounmpo hits the first. He has scored 8 of their 13 points. And his second foul shot, boy, he is very deliberate, takes a lot of time, and he made it. It hung on the front of the rim before staying down. So he missed his first one and has since made 3 in a row. 17-14 Pacers. Haliburton moves it against Rollins to the right wing. Turner wide open, finds the open man, and that looked like a goaltend. It was. Lopez blocked the shot of Neesmith, but the ball was already up on the glass. Turner had an open 3 and then found a teammate with a much better shot.
Yeah, he started to rise up for that 3-point attempt, again in that pick and pop situation, but Neesmith right at the basket, able to get the goaltending call.
Pacers 8 of 10 from the floor. They lead 19-14. Halfway through the first quarter, game 1. Antetokounmpo 20 feet out against Neesmith, right side, lob to the goal, catch and dunk. That's Lopez. His first scoring, 19-16. They're 6 of 9. The two teams have combined to hit over 70% of their shots from the floor. Bounce pass, Nembhard into the lane. Turner, he steers it back outside, then sets a screen for Nembhard, who's cut off top of the circle. Haliburton left edge of the arc. He'll launch a 3, and it's halfway down before it pops out. Lopez rebounds for Milwaukee. They're down 3 as they move it left to right. Just under 6 minutes to go in the quarter. Left edge of the arc. Handoff Prince to Antetokounmpo. Nearly threw it away, but Prince rescues it. Feeds it into the lane. Antetokounmpo fumbled it and then scooped it up and finished left of the rim with a left hand. He averaged 30-plus per game, second in the league during the regular season. Long one right edge Haliburton, off target 3, rebound Prince. And he's already got 11 points in the first quarter here. 19-18 Pacers. 5:28 left in the quarter. Antetokounmpo on top, moving off the Prince screen, hooks it to Prince. He's a good 3-point shooter. Deliberates outside the arc. Now back to Antetokounmpo, who juggles and nearly lost it out of bounds. Driving from the right sideline, goes left side high. One bounce and a Kuzma 3 hits the front of the rim, and the rebound is controlled by Indiana's Nembhard. Full speed ahead, the length of the floor off the right-hand glass.
And again, it's the physical bump at the last moment where he knocks the defense off balance. He's able to clear space for the layup.
Nembhard has hit 4 of his 5 shots and has scored 8 points. Indiana by 3, under 5 minutes to go in the quarter. Rollins on top against Nembhard. Right at the edge of the logo at center court. Left sideline Kuzma, shot clock at 9, back to Rollins. Penetrates the arc, gets to the foul line, shot it off the back of the rim. Toppin grabs the rebound, gives it to Haliburton. Haliburton to the right corner. Turner back out to Haliburton, right side hash mark. The defender out there is Kuzma. Now Neesmith tries the left side of the floor with a pass to Nembhard. He walks the dribble to the center of the court. Now gives to Turner. Bombs away. Perimeter right, and he bricked up a three. Rebounded by Antetokounmpo. 4:17 left in the quarter. Milwaukee down three. Contact at the edge of the arc, and that's a blocking foul. Neesmith didn't quite have position as he tried to prevent Antetokounmpo from driving to the basket.
Well, listen, this is the time where you really appreciate a guy like Neesmith, completely outmatched from a physical standpoint, taking this challenge of guarding Giannis Antetokounmpo, and he commits the foul there.
Pacers will substitute. Benedict Mathurin on for the first time. Timothy John McConnell Jr. is also out. Mathurin and TJ joined by Siakam, who returned from the bench. Haliburton stays on the floor, and so does Toppin. Bobby Portis Jr. is in the game for Milwaukee. He's an important player for them off of the bench. 10 seconds to shoot, driving to the foul line, and a pass to the right sideline. Catch, shoot, and miss. That's a three-ball Kuzma. Kevin Porter Jr. set him up. Porter had just checked into the game. Will set their lineup when they get the ball next. Left sideline, Mathurin, edge of the arc, bounce pass to the wing. Kuzma there, one-on-one on a clear-out against Antetokounmpo. He'll back him in. 1 foot in the lane, fakes twice. Oh, what a play. He dipped inside of Antetokounmpo and scooped it off the glass.
Beautiful move. Just frees up the space with the shot fake and the scoop for the layup.
23-18. Here's Antetokounmpo earning yet another trip to the foul line. 3:35 to go in the quarter. We know this guy is a nightmare. It's not just against the Pacers, but it is worth noting that on a general level, the Pacers are one of the teams he has his most success against. For example, last year he averaged 42 points a game against Indiana. He has, in his career, 9 50-point games, 3 of them against the Pacers, including his career best 62. So even by the standards of him being difficult to deal with, the Pacers have had more trouble with him than most teams.
Yeah, and I mean, and it's the quandary you have. Do you devote 2-3 bodies towards him on every possession and give up 3-point shots, or do you play one-on-one basketball?
Foul shot, back rim and off. And sometimes, and I'm being sarcastic here, Eddie, but it seems like your best defense against him is to put him on the foul line.
Yeah, in some cases, yeah, especially if he's going to have a night where he's shooting 60% from there. That particular possession, Pascal Siakam fell down, and it freed up that lane, and Obi Toppin had to commit the foul.
And for Toppin, that's 2 fouls. The fans are counting off. They almost never call him for this, but there is a rule where if you don't launch it, and he hits this one of 2. Pat, is it 10 seconds you have to shoot the foul shots?
It is 10 seconds. It's a generous 10, though.
Yeah. 23-19. He made 1 of 2. Pacers counterattack. They're having a good first quarter shooting the ball. Jarris Walker on for the first time. Attacks A.J. Green, who's also in for the first time. Excellent ball movement. McConnell took it baseline and fed it to Mathurin, who cut to the goal and laid it in.
And McConnell does a great job just by picking up that loose ball and finds Mathurin for the cut to the layup.
25-19. Here's Porter Jr. down the left side in traffic. Deals to the left baseline. Catch and shoot. Porter unsuccessful. McConnell has the ball. The Pacers with a 6-point lead. McConnell takes it the distance and lays it off the right-hand glass.
Beautiful decision there. Everyone runs wide. He's able to get all the way to the rim for the layup.
Pacers getting pretty much any shot they want offensively, and they're taking advantage. They've hit 71% of their shots. They have a game-high 8-point lead. 2:40 left in the quarter. Antetokounmpo left edge to Green. Green, normally a 3-point shooter, drives the lane, sends it to the near corner. Portis back up top, 5 to shoot. Antetokounmpo attacks again with a left hand, and he's right back on the line. He has gone to the line 6 times already. He'll shoot 2 more following the timeout. When the Pacers win, bring a friend to Penn Station East Coast Subs. Just text BOGO to 727-722 by 10 a.m. The morning after a Pacers win, you'll get a buy one, get one free coupon to use in store the next day. Visit Pacers.com/Penn Station for more details. 2:29 left first quarter, game 1, Indiana 27, Milwaukee 19. You're listening to Pacers basketball on the Elevance Health Radio Network.
At KeyBank, we know a small moment like, whoa, my kid's got a serious backhand, can lead to an even bigger question like, tennis campus how?
Hey sports fans, thank you for hanging out with us and chatting it up. We're thrilled to bring you the playoff pulse. Catch every single NHL and NBA playoff game right here while supporting an incredible cause, SickKids Hospital. Together, we can make a difference with every single view.
Holy Mackinac! Joe Bowen here, the voice of your Toronto Maple Leafs. Every moment you watch on Toronto Sports Insider helps SickKids Hospital. 100% of Leafs playoff stream revenue goes straight to their life-saving care, helping kids in our community and beyond. This is what Playoff Pulse is all about, bringing playoff excitement and making a lasting impact for those who need it most. So let's rally together and show SickKids we're in their corner.
Hey everyone, Easton Cowan here. Let's amplify our impact. Every like, share, and subscribe boost our donations to SickKids. Watch the games, get hyped, and spread the word to grow our Playoff Pulse community. Join us now.
Doesn't sound right.
Oh, I like it.
So you saying hip-hop could be hop-hip.
Works for me.
Starry Lemon Lime Soda. Starry hits different.
At Kroger, an annual Boost membership is better than ever. Save up to $1,100 each year on gas, groceries, delivery fees, and streaming options. With double fuel points, unlimited free delivery, and exclusive savings for members, there's so much to love about Boost. Sign up for a Boost membership today. Kroger, fresh for everyone. Restrictions apply. See site for details.
Off to a good start. They lead by 8. They're on an 8-1 run. And they've hit 71% of their shots from the floor to start the game. Games 1, 2, and if necessary, 5 and 7 will be here in Indianapolis. And you can make dining at Harry and Izzy's downtown a pregame tradition. Enjoy the world-famous St. Elmo shrimp cocktail and the award-winning filet sliders. Harry and Izzy's proudly supports Indy basketball. You can make your reservation today by visiting harryandizzy's.com. 2:29 left in the quarter. With Eddie, I'm Mark. Let's go courtside to Pat.
Well, no matter how you slice it, Damian Lillard's absence today is significant. His 25 points per game and 7 assists are hard to replace. However, it may not be as significant as it looks on paper. For example, the Bucks did have a better record when he was out this year. They went 16-8 in games without him. And Rick Carlisle reiterated that Lillard being out just means more Giannis, and that's a dangerous proposition. Doc Rivers remained very coy in pregame and the practices leading up to game number 1 and providing updates about Lillard's status. The Bucks announced that Lillard cleared the protocol for his blood clot. They've not labeled a time frame or a expected return date, just that they're hopeful he does return in the series.
Milwaukee finished the regular season with an 8-game winning streak, and over those 8 games, they were extraordinary offensively. Over that 8-game winning streak, Milwaukee shot 54% from the floor, 43% from three-point range, and they're shooting 50% here in game 1. You hear the fans counting down the allotted time with the Antetokounmpo on the line, and he misses the first one off the back of the rim. We don't see them often, 4 times per season, so I don't know how many times he gets called for that, but I'd be surprised if it's more than 2 or 3 a season.
Yeah, it's rare. I've seen it happen, but again, it's a rare occasion. But the Gainbridge Fieldhouse is fully aware of how long he's taking right now.
And he missed them both. Walker rebounds. He is 4 of 8 from the foul line. He's taken all of their foul shots. Pacers by 8. They're on an 8-1 run. 2:19 left in the first quarter. McConnell center of the floor. Green gives him space. Bounce pass right edge of the arc. Toppin gives it back to McConnell. McConnell lobs it to Toppin. Dotted half circle. Harassed by Green. He sends it to the top. And from there, it's Siakam delivering a 3.
He started to put the ball on the floor. One quick glimpse of the clock. Saw there was 2 on it, and he knocked down the 3 ball.
An 11-1 run this key stretch of the game. A presentation of KeyBank. Ball is in. 2:02 to go in the quarter. The Pacers have a game-high 11-point lead. Porter brings it ahead for Milwaukee. He comes off the high middle screen from Antetokounmpo and comes down the left side, jamming it with 2 hands.
Yeah, miscommunication there on the ball screen. There's no one there for the help side, and Lane just opens up for him.
30-21 for the Pacers. 1:40 left in the quarter. McConnell left sideline, and before play can unfold any further, Milwaukee is assessed its first team foul of the first quarter. Contrast that with the fact that the Pacers hit the penalty at 3:35. Thomas Bryant is in. Obi Toppin is out. That foul will result in Milwaukee playing it in from the side. The foul is called on Gary Trent Jr., who had just checked in.
And we've seen 10 guys already here for the Pacers just in this first quarter.
They have also inserted Jericho Sims, who missed the latter portion of the season with an injury. There's Terrace Walker. He is having an excellent stretch shooting the three. He hits this one from out on the right edge. Over the last 11 games of the regular season, he hits 60% of his three-point field goal attempts. Indiana leading 33-21. Trent trying to escape Walker, pulls up and hits a 20-footer. Well challenged by Walker. Nice shot by Trent.
Yeah, tough step back there.
33-23, just over a minute to go in the quarter. Mathurin, left edge of the arc. Puts it on the floor, lets it fly. His three hits the back of the rim, rebounded by Sims. And the Bucks down 10 will attack with less than a minute to go in the quarter. Porter into the lane to the hoop, and he's fouled by Siakam. Porter is very dangerous and did a very good job down the stretch for them. And now he's on the floor here in game one of the playoffs. Rick Carlisle's looking to his bench, I think, to see if he should challenge.
Yeah, Mike Weiner gets him the thumbs down, looks like. But think about that role and job that Mike Weiner has and the staff that's behind the bench. They've done a tremendous job throughout the season, but to be in this environment, the intensity of where it is, and see the reaction of the fans, or hear the reaction of the fans after you hear the scoreboard and make an objective decision.
Porter is a left-hander, and he knocks down the first shot. Brian Kevin Porter Jr., originally taken by the Cleveland Cavaliers, actually taken by the Bucks and then traded to the Cavaliers before he even went to his first training camp. He's also been with Houston and the Clippers. Played a very big role for them during that 8-game winning streak.
Exactly right. Very talented. I think he could be an X factor for them in terms of what their success is in this series.
He made the foul shots. Indiana 33, Milwaukee 25, 44 seconds left in the quarter. McConnell bouncing it on that black and yellow logo at center. Now moves toward the top of the three-point arc. Takes the left hand, spins to the right, down the right side, a kick to the top, and Siakam missed badly. His three-pointer cracked the backboard, didn't hit the rim, and the Bucks have the ball with Green. They move it left to right. There is separation between game and shot clocks. Looks like around 7 seconds as we approach the end of the first quarter with the Pacers leading by 8. Porter has it way out on the left edge. Driving down the left side. Mathurin tries to stop him. He put it up off the glass. Failed to connect. Mathurin gets it ahead to McConnell. 8 seconds to go in the quarter. Center of the floor. Mathurin fumbles it. Regains control. McConnell 30 feet out. Down the left side. Dribble poked away by Green. Did he get the shot away? It doesn't matter. He missed it anyway from just outside the top of the circle. And after one, it's the Indiana Pacers 33. The Milwaukee Bucks 25. You're listening to Pacers basketball on the Elevance Health Radio Network.
You know Unleaded 88 is engine smart and earth kind, but what does that mean really? Engine smart because Unleaded 88 burns cooler and cleaner with higher octane for superior performance at a great price. Earth kind because Unleaded 88 reduces toxic compounds in your fuel and burns more completely, reducing harmful emissions. That's good for our environment and our health. Engine smart, earth kind. 4 simple words to remember when you fill up. Choose Unleaded 88.
Health insurance companies are expected to carry health benefits, but CareSource does so much more. We look beyond doctors' offices and hospitals to see the challenges that face our members. Then we help them achieve not just better health.
Hey, you! Yeah, you! I'm talking to you! Thanks for hanging out with us. This is TSI Mike, and now that we've got your attention, we're bringing you every single game of the NBA and NHL playoffs while supporting SickKids Hospital in Toronto through our Playoff Pulse campaign. Let's grow our global community. Hit that subscribe button, turn on that bell, and join the action.
Hey, you! Yeah, you! Joe Bowen here, voice of the Toronto Maple Leafs. The Playoff Pulse on Toronto Sports Insider is all about playoff thrills and making a difference, with 100% of Leaf playoff stream revenue going directly to SickKids for their life-saving treatments and research. We're aiming for 100,000 insiders to boost our impact. So subscribe now and be a part of this incredible movement. Holy Mackinac! Let's show SickKids Hospital we're here for them. Join us today.
Hey you, yeah you, Easton Cowan, Leafs prospect here. I'm loving these Playoff Pulse live hangouts. Subscribe and turn on the bell to catch every game. Keep the chat buzzing and let's cheer for SickKids together. See you in the chat.
Indiana shoots 67% from the field, 42% from the three-point line. They lead 33-25 after one. That first quarter saw Giannis Antetokounmpo head to the line and take 8 free throws. He made 4 of them. He's taken 5 shots and has 12 points already. I'm Pat Boylan. Let's go back upstairs. Here are Mark Boyle and Eddie Gill with the second.
Pacers shot a blistering 67% from the floor in that first quarter and led by as many as 12 points. They'll start the second quarter with Thomas Bryant, Pascal Siakam, Jarris Walker, T.J. McConnell, and Benedict Mathurin. Jericho Sims stays on for Milwaukee. So does Kevin Porter Jr. Gary Trent Jr. is still in the game. A.J. Green the same. Milwaukee will bring it left to right. They're in the green. White numerals, letters, and trim. The Pacers are in the white with the blue, black, and yellow complementary colors. Kevin Porter Jr., Bobby Portis, Gary Trent Jr., A.J. Green, and Jericho Sims against Thomas Bryant, Jarris Walker, T.J. McConnell, Benedict Mathurin, and Pascal Siakam. Eddie, an excellent first quarter for the Pacers.
Very good first quarter, shooting 70% for a significant amount of it. That last possession, the Bucks did go to zone. We saw them play a whole quarter of zone here the time before, giving the Pacers all sorts of problems.
They've got it first. Porter gets it to the forecourt, lays it up top. Portis is flat with a 3. Rebound back tap by Sims, but corralled out near the timeline by Mathurin. Pacers right to left, their first possession, second quarter, and an immediate double team. A bounce pass to the wing. Sims was assigned Siakam. Green came over to help, and much as Nembhard was overly aggressive in a similar situation at the other end, Green commits the same foul.
Yeah, right on the catch. He just attacked Siakam, committing the foul.
21 seconds gone, second quarter, 18 on the shot clock. McConnell runs things, gets it to Siakam, back to McConnell, center of the floor. He backtracks with a right hand. Shot clock to 10. Right edge Walker, back to McConnell. McConnell hands it off to Mathurin. Walker driving, left hand, gets the baseline cutter the ball. That was Bryant coming in from the right corner, and he's fouled as he tries to finish. He'll go to the line twice.
And I mentioned the zone defense. They open up this quarter again in zone, seeing if they can have that same success. I don't recall the game, but it was in the fourth quarter in which they played primarily zone every possession, and the Pacers just couldn't figure it out. But great job there of penetration and dropping it off while Bryant draws the foul.
Jericho Sims, who missed the final 15 regular season games with a bad right thumb, but is back out there to start the playoff. On that foul, and Bryant on the line. Shooting 2, the first of which is good. And the second, clean. His first 2 points in the playoff come from the foul line. Pacers took their first 2 foul shots of the game there, and they increased the advantage to 10. Porter on the left wing, picks up the dribble, deals it back out toward the timeline. Trent working right, left hand, top of the circle, lets it fly, and Trent knocks down another one, his second perimeter jumper of the first half. Pacers by 8. McConnell wastes little time getting to the other end. Walker hands it back to McConnell, right side of the wing, down to the baseline. He got into the lane. He tried to go up and under, but Sims got a fingernail on it. Milwaukee down 8, and they move it to the forecourt. Porter takes it into the lane, spies the open Portis in the near corner, but he can't get the 3 to go. And then the rebound knocked into the corner by Walker and went off of the outstretched right hand of Portis. Out of bounds. Pacers bring it in from backcourt. Big difference in the three-point shooting. Indiana 5 of 12. Milwaukee is just 1 of 7. That's not going to stay that way much longer. They were the NBA's best three-point shooting team during the regular season, and now McConnell dashing down the right side, lays it off the glass to put the lead back to 10. It remains that way as Porter misses a 3. Walker on the rebound. The Pacers +4 on the glass. Siakam down low, using his body to overpower Green and lay it off the left-hand glass.
Yeah, great job of advancing it, an immediate attack there by Siakam.
Pacers have matched their largest lead at 39-27. Porter Jr. attacks, kicks out to Green. Green, an accomplished three-point shooter, lets one fly, a tough shot right in front of his own bench, and he hit it.
Yeah, it was in that deep corner, and McConnell all over him.
He takes almost 90% of his shots from outside the arc, and he's a 43% three-point shooter. From just outside the foul line at the other end, Siakam is deadly. He's got a dozen and has hit 5 of his 6 shots to start the game. The Pacers at 68% from the floor, lead by 11. Porter has it right edge, left hand moving to the center of the floor. Now takes it down the left side of the lane and hands it off inside for a Portis layup. 41-32. Bucks are also shooting well, although not nearly as well as the Pacers. They're at 52%. McConnell off a right wing screen, takes it into the lane and then goes back to Siakam. Siakam against Porter Jr., using his size to back him down. Now sends it inside. Bryant fumbled the pass, but regained the ball. Check that, it was Walker. He gets it into the near corner. Bryant missing a 3. Portis with the rebound. Pacers by 9. Milwaukee left to right in green. 3 minutes gone, second quarter. Trent versus Mathurin, moving off a Sims screen. That got him to the right baseline, and from there he scores again.
These contested two-point shots, Gary Trent Jr. is knocking down routinely right now.
Indiana 41, Milwaukee 34, 8:39 left in the second quarter, and the Pacers will take a timeout. Tickets for the Indiana Fever now on sale. The Fever start the season May the 17th against Chicago. Additional tickets have just been released. Visit feverbasketball.com to get your seats today. Early second, game 1. Indiana 41, Milwaukee 34. You're listening to Pacers basketball on the Elevance Health Radio Network.
Breaking news coming in from Bet365, and it's no surprise. Same game parlay from Bet365 just keeps getting better.
Well, it's even easier to make a bet. Choose from the most popular.
Hey sports fans, it's TSI Mike, and we're uniting fans worldwide with the NHL and NBA playoff action while supporting SickKids Hospital right here in Toronto. Click the live viewers link at torontosportsinsider.com and see where everyone is watching from.
Where in the world are you watching from? Now's the time to show for you to let us know where you're watching from in that chat or by visiting our new live viewers website. Holy Mackinac! As we are passing 100,000 insiders on Toronto Sports Insider, the playoff pulse is a global force. Visit torontosportsinsider.com to see our live viewer map and where fans are cheering from right across the globe. While you're there, check out our awesome new website and fresh merch options. Let's keep growing this global community.
Every bucket, all in one place, all for free.
Where have you been all my life?
There's a better way to NBA. Download the app today. Available on the Google Play, Apple app, and Android stores.
The best athletes don't just play the game, they change it. When it comes to investing, GameBridge is doing the same. Their online platform does things differently by putting you in control, so you can invest on your own terms and grow your savings over time. It's a better way to invest, because it's investing your way. Get started today with as little as $1,000 at Gamebridge.io. GameBridge is an official partner of the Indiana Pacers.
In downtown Indianapolis, both teams functioning at a high level offensively early. The Pacers at 65% from the floor. Milwaukee at 55%. The Pacers have led most of the way. Milwaukee's biggest lead was at 6-3. The Pacers have led by as many as 12. And they're up by 7. 41-34 as we check in with Pat.
As Eddie has referenced a couple of times, Milwaukee already going to that zone, which caused the Pacers fits. That was on New Year's Eve, that matinee day game where the Pacers had a 19-point lead in the third quarter, but ended up losing to the Bucks. The Pacers were held to just 21 points in the fourth, and it was a disappointing way to end the 2024 calendar year. The Pacers have faced a lot of zone this year. At one point, Rick Carlisle said they've faced more than any team in the league, and Indiana has had a fair amount of success with it. But that Milwaukee zone specifically was certainly problematic earlier in the year.
Tyrese Haliburton back in. He had 4 assists in the first 9 minutes. He'll play with Aaron Nesmith and Miles Turner, both of whom just checked in, as did Andrew Nembhard. Jarris Walker stays in the game. Giannis Antetokounmpo back in for Milwaukee. We'll set their lineup in its entirety when they get the ball. For now, the Pacers have 19 seconds to shoot. 8:38 left in the second quarter. They're 7 points better than the Bucks at 41-34. Haliburton has the inbound out near the timeline. Trent is on him. Turner up to screen. Haliburton cautiously to his right. Left-hand bounce, edge of the arc, lets it fly. It's off the front of the rim, a 3-ball short. A.J. Green with the Milwaukee rebound. And Porter Jr. has it for the Bucks. Down the left side of the lane, feeds it into the corner. Nobody on Portis, but he missed a 3. Walker rebounds, and the Pacers on the move. Right to left in white. Milwaukee plays in green. Nearly 4 minutes gone second quarter. Pacers are up by 7. Haliburton being harassed by Green, drives off a Turner screen. That got him to the foul line, and from there, his shot 62.7% of the way down falls out. Back come the Bucks. Portis backing in left edge. Ball poked away. Scooped up by Haliburton. He's outnumbered. Slows and waits for help. Gives to Turner. Near corner Nembhard. The Pacers 41, Milwaukee 34. Haliburton to his right against Green. Gets to the wing. Steps inside of Green and finishes the journey to the glass off the right-hand board.
Great decision. Hasn't been able to get the perimeter shot to go. A.J. Green up there trying to pressure, just attacks him.
He's got the ball, does A.J. Green. Missing a 3 at the Milwaukee end. They're now 2 of 11 from three-point range. Pacers have the ball and a 9-point lead. Haliburton right hash. Nearly lost it. Regains control of it. Takes it to the center of the floor against Green. Shot clock to 10. Now Turner on the foul line, squeezes one off, and it bounces off the front of the rim. Porter has it for Milwaukee. He's playing with Portis, Antetokounmpo, Green, and Trent. Porter bouncing left of the lane, and as Antetokounmpo makes the catch, he's fouled. A reach in by Nesmith. That would be his second, team's first.
That's a good foul there. He's out of position there. Commits the foul before the shot attempt.
Lopez in. Portis is out. 7:05 to play in the quarter. They've got 15 seconds to get a shot. They'll play it in, far side, free throw line extended. Porter gets it in, and it winds up left of the lane about 18 feet out. Antetokounmpo versus Walker. Bounces once, deals it to the top. Trent's been hot, but this time he misses a 3. Long rebound on one hop to the left edge. Antetokounmpo has it. And now we've got a clock issue of some sort, I think.
Yeah, they put it to 24 instead of 14.
So they're going to reset it to 11, and the Bucks will play it in from the side.
But again, in terms of throwing multiple bodies at Giannis Antetokounmpo, it's Jarris Walker's turn to get a piece of him here defensively.
Green will play it in. Up top it goes. Lopez hands it back to Green, center of the floor. Antetokounmpo screens, pass to the far corner, an immediate catch and shoot. Unsuccessful. Trent with a misfire. Boy, you keep wondering how long this is going to continue, Eddie. They're the best three-point shooting team in the league, but they're 2 of 13.
Yeah, I can't last long, but it's in large part what Giannis does. They get so many open looks.
Foul line, Haliburton over Green, front rim, backboard and in.
Yeah, he's starting to go after Green a little bit. That's the matchup. Pacers
by 11, 45-34. Here comes Antetokounmpo with the greatest of ease, cruising down the right side for a layup. 45-36. Halfway through the second quarter. Nembhard works perimeter left against Porter. Now drives it with the right hand to the right edge. Penetrates with the left hand, and from the foul line knocks down the pull-up.
He's got himself a game going this afternoon. Nembhard does. Nice read and a good pull-up.
Nembhard, who went 3 of 23 from the floor over the final 3 regular season games, has hit 5 of his 6 shots to start game 1 of this series. And now as Milwaukee attacks, a reach-in foul on Jarris Walker is his first, team's second, and it's a shooting foul. Antetokounmpo has already been to the line 8 times, making 4, and he'll shoot 2 more here. This is his 12th season. He's been the MVP twice. You could try to list all of his accomplishments. We don't have time for that. This guy is a generational type player, and every year, Eddie, he's in the conversation for MVP.
Yeah, there's no question about it. As he misses another, the fans are in here on him right now with the countdown of his free throw attempts. But aside from that, certainly he's in the conversation over the last couple seasons, and again this season as the best player in the game. But he's just having a rough time right now at the line.
He missed the first one. He's also been the defensive player of the year in the past. He's been all defensive team 4 of the last 5 seasons.
Yeah, that's the separator for me, what he does on the defensive end. He's one of the top defenders, guarding essentially 1 through 5 if he needs to.
He missed them both, in both cases off the back of the rim. Ball is in Haliburton's hands. The Pacers have led by as many as 12. They're up 11 midway through the second. Haliburton got to the foul line, to Turner on the near sideline. He drives into the lane, and a nifty pass to Haliburton, or to Mathurin, who hangs in the air and draws contact. He'll go to the line twice. That was a very adroit piece of ball handling by Miles Turner.
Absolutely. This is why he's had the advantage against Brook Lopez. That time, Brook Lopez is at the three-point line to run him off it, but just doesn't have the lateral quickness required to keep Turner in front of him. He's able to get into the lane and draw another defender.
Milwaukee has been to the line 10 more times than the Pacers, but they've only scored 4 more points because of Antetokounmpo going 4 of 10. The first foul shot, Mathurin, is good. C&J Water, the official water treatment partner of the Indiana Pacers. Schedule your free water analysis today at cnjwater.com. Porter is out. Rollins is back in. Mathurin with 3 points. Indiana has made all 3 of its foul shots, and he's got 1 more coming. Pacers have matched their largest lead of the first half. It's 48-36. And now it's 49-36. Milwaukee left to right in green. Antetokounmpo will bring it up himself. Works his way inside the hash mark. Turns his back to the goal. Left side arc. Now takes the right hand. Pulls up. Lobs it inside. It's a bad pass. But in attempting to intercept the ball, Mathurin came from Lopez's back. Lopez was on the left block, and he committed contact trying to intercept, which was a very poor pass.
No, I think they got that at Haliburton. I think double checking. I think they got Haliburton. He was there trying to front the post.
You are correct.
And if not for that foul, though, Mathurin was there for the help side.
And now the ball is loose off the inbound, and there's a loose ball foul on Kuzma, who had just checked back in. He took the pass off the inbound out near the timeline, and then he slipped and lost the ball as it trickled into the Indiana forecourt. He was called for a loose ball foul, and they're going to review this to see if it should be a clear pass.
Correct. Yeah, and that's great work by Mathurin. Coming off of what would be a steal, if not for the Haliburton foul, he's able to apply some pressure there again and come up with one. I think this has got to be take foul there. I think Kuzma just either reaches out and grabs or deliberately tries to trip him, because this is going to be easy 2 points for Mathurin if he doesn't commit this foul.
Josh Tiven is the crew chief.
The play is under review to see if it meets the criteria for a potential flagrant foul.
Or flagrant.
A flagrant foul. That surprises me.
That'd be interesting. Now I wonder if it's because I thought it looked like he may have tripped him. Pat may have had a better look. It looked like he may have tripped him.
Yeah, his leg was certainly up. You can never know intent in that situation as he's falling. But to me, it's got to be something here. I don't know if it's flagrant, but there's also clear path. There's transition take. There's a lot of things it could be, but to me, it has to fall into one of those categories.
It's either clear path, at least the way I see it, or transition take. There's no way that's flagrant.
I think it's got to be take foul. As he falls down, his right leg goes up just naturally.
Inadvertently.
Yeah, correct.
Yeah, that's going to be either a clear path or a take.
I definitely don't see a flagrant here.
No. But surprisingly, the fans do.
Shocking.
Yes. By the way, there's only 4 games today, so only 2 officials, Pat Freer and Andy Nagy, are in the replay center in Secaucus, New Jersey. Josh Tiven is still on headset. And we should get a verdict shortly. It's got to be clear path or take, though, right?
At minimum there, because he doesn't. Well, then the question becomes if I'm a little perplexed by this, because if they find some sort of intent, does that warrant a flagrant?
Well, Pat's our rules man.
Intent typically not part of the rule. You can argue that his leg shouldn't have been up there, and that's enough to upgrade it, but I agree with the general conversation that's been happening here. I think it's clear path or transition take.
Yeah. Although you start to wonder, as Josh Tiven takes a lot of time to look at this. Well, looks like he's done now, and he's going to come over and render a verdict.
Upon review, the leg goes up in a reflexive and natural action as Kuzma's sliding backwards with momentum. It's a common foul. It'll be Indiana ball in the front court with 24 on the shot clock.
Well, I'm not at all surprised it's not flagrant. Yeah. Mildly surprised it's not either take or clear path. But that said, I can't really argue this.
No, I like the ruling. Yeah, I like the ruling. But again, shockingly, the fans are disgruntled here.
Pacers will have the ball with a full shot clock. 5:25 left in the second quarter. The advantage is 13 points, and that's the largest lead that the Pacers have had. The Bucks' largest lead was early in the game at 6-3. Ball will come in from midcourt. Haliburton and Nembhard, Siakam and Turner all on the floor for the Pacers, along with Mather. Center of the floor, Nembhard. Bounce pass top of the circle. Turner shovels it up top. Haliburton moves to his right. Floater is off target. Rebounded by Antetokounmpo. He'll bring it himself across the timeline to the top of the circle. Nice catch of a pass down low Kuzma that looked like it might sail out of bounds. And it winds up on top with Antetokounmpo attacking left side. Shot clock to 10. He's used his dribble. He pitches it outside. Siakam knocked a pass away. It was picked up off the floor by Antetokounmpo, and he took it in with a left-hand finish.
If Turner goes down right there, I think he draws a charge.
16 for Antetokounmpo, but his team is down by 11. Nembhard to the foul line, holding the right hand. What an exquisite bounce pass off the dribble through traffic to Turner, who came cascading down the right side for a slam.
Tight window. Beautiful pass there by Nembhard.
51-38. It's a 13-point Pacer lead. Antetokounmpo is not a great three-point shooter, just 22% during the season. He misses one here. The Pacers break with Siakam. He gets it out to Haliburton. Just over 4 minutes left in the second quarter. Mathurin in the near corner, very, very shrewdly got contact as he leaned in toward the baseline. He won't be awarded a shooting foul, but Milwaukee is now in the penalty, so he'll go to the line twice as he was fouled by Kuzma.
Yeah, great recognition there, seeing Kuzma out of position, just rips through there to draw the contact.
Mathurin 2 of 2, 4 points, will go to the line twice. Here, every assist the Pacers record this afternoon results in a $5 donation to the Pacers Foundation from KeyBank. So far, 21 field goals, 16 of which have been accompanied by an assist. Mathurin, one of the more reliable foul shooters on the roster, at 83%, hits the first one here. The Pacers have scored one fewer point than the Bucks from the line in 7 fewer attempts. Indiana perfect at 5 of 5. Mathurin again. This time he hits the front of the rim. It bounces to the back, but it stays down. He's made all 4 of his foul shots. The Pacers have a game-high 15-point lead. 4:08 left in the half. Antetokounmpo handles for Milwaukee. Siakam has him up top. Now it's Kuzma versus Mathurin. Driving off a Lopez screen. Antetokounmpo's pass into the lane is intercepted. Here comes Nembhard. Right sideline, catch and shoot. That one is off target. Mathurin. Back the other way comes Antetokounmpo, who in addition to having scored 16 points, has 5 rebounds. He takes it the distance. And as he got to the rim and scooped it in, he's fouled. He's on the line with a chance for a 3-point play.
Yeah, and that's Siakam. If you're going to foul him, you got to make sure that ball does not get above his shoulders, especially when you're thinking about what he's doing right here today from the free throw line, how inaccurate he's been.
That is Pascal Siakam's second foul. 10 seconds here, network station identification. You're listening to Pacers basketball on the Elevance Health Radio Network. Antetokounmpo so far just 4 of 10 from the line. He's got one here, looking to complete a 3-point play, and he does exactly that. 19 points in the first half, and it's 53-41. Indiana leading Milwaukee by 12. Nembhard brings it up, bouncing it near sideline. Haliburton has it. Haliburton cross court to Nembhard. Nembhard puts it on the floor, moves to the right wing, takes it into the lane, and then deals it back up top. Return pass from Turner to Nembhard. He gives it to Haliburton. Haliburton takes it inside, bounces it to Turner. He juggles a pass right of the lane, puts up a prayer, not answered, and that's a shot clock, isn't it?
Oh, they call it good.
That should have been a shot clock violation.
Now, I wonder, can they change that?
That I don't know. Pat, can they?
They can change it, yes.
Yeah, well, like it was after, but they awarded him 2 there.
Well, you can be 97.38% certain that'll be changed. That was an obvious shot clock violation. But for now, it counts 55-41. Left corner, Rollins driving Nembhard. Strong move into the lane, but Turner knocked it away. And here comes Haliburton down the right side to the corner. Mathurin hits a 3 in front of his own bench.
What a play. Big-time block shot by Turner. And the maestro running the break. Haliburton making plays. Mathurin knocked down the 3 ball.
The Pacers playing an exceptional first half. Timeout Milwaukee. 2:45 left in the quarter. 58-41. Pacers by 17. You're listening to Pacers basketball on the Elevance Health Radio Network.
Kroger, an annual Boost membership is better than ever. Save up to $1,100 each year on gas, groceries, delivery fees, and streaming options. With double fuel points, unlimited free delivery, and exclusive savings for members, there's so much to love about Boost. Sign up for a Boost membership today. Kroger, fresh for everyone. Restrictions apply. See site for details.
At KeyBank, we know a small moment like,
what's it like to have a yard?
Can lead to an even bigger question like,
am I ready to buy a home?
And that's the type of moment where we'll meet you, prepared to talk about everything you need to know when applying for a mortgage, so you can try to turn those backyard dreams into reality. Paul?
Yes?
Question. Are you a hammock person?
You know, I think I might be.
For every financial need, we'll meet you in the moment. KeyBank opens doors. NMLS 399797, Equal Housing Lender.
Thanks for showing up, Indy. Nothing beats catching your Pacers IRL, and nobody knows that better than you. So next time you want to hit up a game, Ticketmaster's got your back with tickets to every upcoming matchup. Whether you are catching the Pacers at home or on the road, you'll find tickets at Ticketmaster, the official ticket marketplace of the Pacers and the NBA. Keep putting that jersey collection to use and get Pacers tickets today. There is no better brag than saying you saw it live. See you courtside again soon, Indy.
Hi, this is Archie Manning. After years of playing football, I've learned to listen to my body. These days, that includes listening for signs of heart problems like chest discomfort or feeling tired from doing simple activities. The expert team of heart specialists at Ascension St. Vincent has made it the st hospital for cardiac care in Indiana. So when you need care for your heart, contact the winning team at ascension.org/St. Vincent Heart.
2 minutes and 45 seconds left to play in the second quarter. The Pacers are up by 17, or at least that's how it stands now. But let's go courtside. Pat Boylan is down there. There's no way they're not taking that Mathurin field goal off the board.
As you correctly said live, that felt late. It certainly was late. There's a blue light on here, which my understanding will be to take those 2 points off. So 56-41, I believe, will be the score here once television comes back from break.
So it'll be 56-41. Now, it's been a really strong first half. However, that can be entirely erased if you don't finish this final 2:45 strongly.
Yeah, the importance of finishing quarters is invaluable. They have to be able to come out and to continue to defend at a high level. Remember, early on in the second quarter, there was a little bit of trading baskets. The Milwaukee Bucks started to get their offense flowing. Rick Carlisle called a timeout. They come back out on the floor and do a better job defensively. And now the Bucks are down to 48% from the field, so 49% from the field, where they were at 55 at one point.
And they have officially taken the Mathurin layup off of the board. So it's 56-41 with 2:45 to play in the second quarter. Milwaukee has the ball. The Pacers continue to play with Nembhard, Mathurin, Turner, Siakam, and Haliburton. Milwaukee will bring it up left to right in green, Indiana in white. Kuzma having some difficulty getting it in, and he just did get it in with a long pass out to the timeline. Prince takes it ahead, bouncing it left wing to Antetokounmpo. Those three play with Lopez and Rollins, original starters on the floor for Milwaukee. Antetokounmpo with a fade, left baseline, front rim and off, weak side rebound Nembhard. Pacers continue to shoot it well. The Bucks, though, have cooled off. Indiana at 60%, Milwaukee now at 47%. Cross court from Haliburton to the open man near corner, and that's a Nembhard three.
Wow, I cannot tell you how good that pass was. He looks at Turner as if he's throwing it there, and he throws the skip pass for Nembhard for the three.
Game high 17-point lead, 2:08 left in the half. Kuzma driving Mathurin, left side, puts up a contested shot, a little strong. Rebound Turner. Here comes Haliburton, lobs into the open floor, gobbled up by Siakam. He's going to back down the smaller Rollins, but he missed right of the rim. And it's Prince going the other way with a lead pass to Antetokounmpo. The trailer on the left edge is Rollins. His three back rims. They continue to struggle, uncustomarily so, from three-point range. They're 2 of 15. Haliburton left edge to the near corner. Nembhard there with 96 seconds left in the half, and Indiana leading by 17. Haliburton down the right side is stripped and fouled, and he'll go to the line.
Like that, he's get the one-on-one matchup with Giannis Antetokounmpo. He's usually not the guy you want to play isolation basketball with, but he does a great job not playing with the ball. Straight line drive, gets into his body and draws the foul.
That's his first foul. Haliburton will go to the line twice. Tyrese Haliburton finished the regular season with that spectacular 21-game run in which he hit 53% of his shots from the floor, 44% of his three-pointers, averaged 11 assists a game, and had a 9-to-1 assist-to-turnover ratio. Those are eye-popping statistics by any generation, any circumstance. Just an amazing finish to the season.
Yeah, I couldn't agree more. And it's the assist-to-turnover ratio which really stands out. But overall game has been incredibly impactful here for the Pacers.
He makes the foul shot. The lead now up to a game-high 19 at 60-41. Antetokounmpo left edge, pass into the lane, slapped away by Nembhard, but he can't track it down before it caroms into the Milwaukee bench. Worth mentioning, and Pat, you can expound on this. Last time the Bucks played here, or at least on the December the 31st game, the Pacers had a 19-point lead too, but couldn't hang on to it.
Yeah, very true. A 19-point lead in the third quarter. That's exactly when the Bucks went to zone, and that's exactly when the game pivoted. So still a long way to go here. The Pacers know that well.
9 to shoot, 78 seconds to play. Ball comes in from in front of the Milwaukee bench. Midway between the foul line and the baseline far side. Rollins has it, center of the floor, Lopez. He'll attack Turner. He got a half step and came down the right side, laid it in. 4 points for Lopez, 60-43 for the Pacers. Here comes Haliburton again. Perimeter right, backing up with the left hand. Rollins stalks him. Turner screens. Haliburton bouncing on a pick and roll to Turner. And from the top of the circle, Turner knocks it down.
Turner doing a very nice job of reading these pick and roll, pick and pop situations. He gets to a step back game there.
The lead back to a game-high 19. The Pacers shooting 60% from the floor. Under a minute to go in the first half. Prince bouncing it into the lane. Rollins steers it to the far corner. Lopez fakes the three, drives and kicks. Left edge, a three off the catch. Rollins is short. Rebounded by Haliburton. 38 seconds left in the half. To Mathurin in the lane. Contact and a foul. Mathurin to the line twice.
Transition. Mathurin receives that ball. You know, he has one thing on his mind. Does a great job there again, drawing that contact. He's been a catalyst for this team since he put on a Pacers uniform, of getting to the line. He does that better than anyone else for the Pacers.
Pacers a flawless 8 of 8 from the line. 35 seconds left in the half. Let's find out what Pat has planned for our halftime report.
At the halftime report, Mark, plenty of first half highlights coming your way. The Pacers have had plenty for our producer to choose from. Also, we'll take a look at the box score and take a look at the NBA bracket and the games coming later today. All of that coming up in 35.1 seconds of game action.
And speaking of our producer, James Adams, filling in today for Eddie Garrison. We appreciate his flexibility. What a staff of folks we have behind the scenes that, well, you'd sound good anyway, but they make me sound good, so that tells you how good they are.
No. I would say this the other way around for sure.
Foul shot good. It's a 20-point lead. One more for Mathurin. Big difference in the foul shooting. The Pacers 9 of 9. Milwaukee 7 of 13. More to the point, Antetokounmpo 5 of 11. Porter's the only other Milwaukee player that went to the line so far, and he made both of his.
Well, they've done a very nice job, especially in the latter part of the second quarter, of tightening the screws. The Bucks down to 44% from the field. Giannis Antetokounmpo attempted 8 free throws in that first quarter, and they've been able to guard him thus far without fouling here in the second quarter.
Mathurin hit the foul shots, the lead a game-high 21. Just over half a minute to go in the quarter. About 11 seconds separate game and shot clocks. Antetokounmpo turns it over, driving down the left side. Across the timeline, Nembhard has the ball poked away. He dives to the floor to pick it back up. Gets it to Turner, who hands it to Haliburton. 13 on the shot clock, 17 on the game clock. Haliburton right sideline to Nembhard, who's had a brilliant half shooting the ball. He'll let a three go from way out, and he hits another one from the left edge.
Giannis Antetokounmpo decided he's going to dare him, and he gets to his rhythm step back to let a long one go.
The lead is 24 points with 5 seconds to go in the half. Rollins bouncing to Antetokounmpo, off-balance wing jumper, and that's the end of the first half. It's a 24-point first half lead, and worth noting, Andrew Nembhard, who finished the season 3 of 23 from the floor over his last 3 games, and 1 of 15 from three-point range over his last 5. In the first half, 7 of 8 from the floor, 15 points. One of several Pacers, Eddie, who have really done a great job here in the first half.
Playing their best basketball when the stakes are at their highest. Great first half. bottle that half up and ride it out to June if you can.
Pacers with a 24-point lead at recess. Stay with us. Pat Boylan rejoins us courtside with our halftime report when we come back. The Pacers have partnered with Kroger and the Indiana Diaper Bank to collect diapers and wipes for families in need. You can donate at participating Kroger stores through May the 3rd. And then join us to pack the plaza before the Fever Dream game on May the 3rd. Learn more and donate at givebutter.com/Pacers Sports Entertainment Diaper Drive 2025. That's one word. Pacers Sports Entertainment Diaper Drive 2025. It's halftime downtown. Game 1 Eastern Conference quarterfinals with the score. The Indiana Pacers 67. The Milwaukee Bucks 43. You're listening to Pacers basketball on the Elevance Health Radio Network.
She's worked hard. We're so proud to drop her off at her dream school.
We've grown so much. This new location will be a dream for our business.
With this dream gym at home, the whole family can get stronger together.
Forum Credit Union helps you save, share, and grow for the moments you dream about. Learn about becoming a member and our services at forumcu.com. Federally insured by NCUA. Equal Opportunity Lender. NMLS number 469848.
Hey, Pacer fans, the Pacers are in the playoffs and Moondrops Distillery is bringing you something big. Liquid Gold Moonshine bursting with bright citrusy flavor and made with freshly squeezed lemons for that authentic State Fair taste. Now proudly representing an Indiana Pacers label. Pick up your very own Liquid Gold today at Moondrops Distillery in Fortville or at Central Indiana Kroger stores. Can't find it? Go to moondropsdistillery.com. Moondrops Distillery, proud partner of your Indiana.
Hey, sports fans, thank you so much for hanging out with us here on Toronto Sports Insider during the playoff pulse. Our mission is simple, bringing sports fans together to hang out, cheer, and change the world one insider at a time, while supporting SickKids Hospital in Toronto every single game.
Cheers, insiders and sports fans from around the world. The Playoff Pulse campaign on Toronto Sports Insider is uniting fans worldwide through the thrill of NHL and NBA playoffs. Every game, every fan, every moment counts. The link is pinned in the chat and in the description. Check out our campaign page. Donate if you can or share it with friends. Holy Mackinac! Every click helps sick kids heal the future. Just by being here, you have already made an impact. Now, chat it up, keep it classy, and let's keep changing the world one insider at a time.
Hey, you. Yeah, you. I'm talking to you. Thanks for hanging out with us. This is TSI Mike, and now that we've got your attention, we're bringing you every single game of the NBA and NHL playoffs while supporting SickKids Hospital in Toronto through our Playoff Pulse campaign. Let's grow our global community. Hit that subscribe button, turn on that bell, and join the action.
Hey, you. Yeah, you. Joe Bowen here, voice of the Toronto Maple Leafs. The Playoff Pulse on Toronto Sports Insider is all about playoff thrills and making a difference, with 100% of Leaf playoff stream revenue going directly to sick kids for their life-saving treatments and research. We're aiming for 100,000 insiders to boost our impact. So subscribe now and be a part of this incredible movement. Holy Mackinac! Let's show SickKids Hospital we're here for them. Join us today.
Hey you, yeah you, Easton Cowan, Leafs prospect here. I'm loving these Playoff Pulse live hangouts. Subscribe and turn on the bell to catch every game. Keep the chat buzzing and let's cheer for sick kids together. See you in the chat.
Hey sports fans, it's TSI Mike, and we're uniting fans worldwide with the NHL and NBA playoff action while supporting SickKids Hospital right here in Toronto. Click the live viewer.
At Turner as if he's throwing it there, and he throws the skip pass for Nembhard for the three.
13 on the shot clock, 17 on the game clock. Haliburton, right sideline, to Nembhard, who's had a brilliant half shooting the ball. He'll let a three go from way out, and he hits another one from the left edge. Halftime downtown, Game 1, Eastern Conference quarterfinals with the score. The Indiana Pacers 67, the Milwaukee Bucks 43.
After tonight's game, Game 2 takes place on Tuesday. That's in Indianapolis, 7 o'clock tip, 6:30 Kroger pregame show. You can join us by visiting Pacers.com/tickets. Then Games 3 and 4 in Milwaukee. Friday is Game 3. That's an 8 o'clock tip, 7:30 Kroger pregame show. Then note the unique start time on Sunday, 9:30 here locally. We will begin at 9 with the pregame show. That's Game 4. Tickets available for all potential playoff games here at Gamebridge Fieldhouse at Pacers.com/tickets. The Pacers with a 24-point lead at halftime, 67-43. We'll take a look at the first half stats next. This is the Elevance Health Radio Network.
When you need mealtime inspiration, it's worth shopping Kroger for mouth-watering meals and appetizing ingredients. And no matter what tasty choice you make, our low prices add up to big savings. Plus, you get over $600 in digital coupons each week and up to $1 off per gallon at the pump and points. At Kroger, you always get big flavors and big savings. Kroger, fresh for everyone. Fuel restrictions apply.
Today we have two very special guests on our program, introducing Lem and Lime.
Hello.
For Starry Lemon Lime Soda.
Thanks for having us.
What is Starry Lemon Lime Soda?
It's a crisp, clear burst of lemon lime flavor, and it's caffeine-free.
Between us, one of you must be a little more important to Starry than the other. Who is it?
We're both important.
So it could just as easily be Starry Lime Lemon Soda.
No, that doesn't sound right.
Oh, I like it.
So you saying hip-hop could be hop-hip?
Works for me.
Starry Lemon Lime Soda. Starry hits different.
Ways to save.
All right, huddle up, Pacer fans. This is the money-saving scoop from Citizens Energy Group. Turn off the faucet while brushing your teeth to save water. Toss on a layer before turning up the heat. That'll save you some energy. And always do full loads of laundry. Remember, the more you could serve, the more you could save. Now get out there. Find more ways to save on your bill at citizensenergygroup.com.
Hi, this is Archie Manning. After years of playing football, I've learned to listen to my body. These days, that includes listening for signs of heart problems like chest discomfort or feeling tired from doing simple activities. The expert team of heart specialists at Ascension St. Vincent has made it the st hospital for cardiac care in Indiana. So when you need care for your heart, contact the winning team at ascension.org/St. Vincent Heart.
Time of game number 1 at Gamebridge Fieldhouse. The Indiana Pacers have a 67-43 lead on the Milwaukee Bucks. I'm Pat Boylan. Here are your first half stats. Well, Giannis Antetokounmpo with plenty of weight on his shoulders. He had 19 points in the first half, and as you might imagine, their offense revolved around him. Now, he was 7 of 11 from the floor, but the Pacers sent him to the line for 11 free throws where he hit just 5 of them. So the Pacers had some success at limiting he and thus Milwaukee's offense by putting Antetokounmpo to the line, yet still 19 points in 19 minutes. But you look around, and not a ton of production elsewhere, which you have to imagine Rick Carlisle is okay with that formula. Ryan Rollins had 5. Brook Lopez had 4. Taurean Prince did not score. Kyle Kuzma didn't score. So their starting lineup had 28 points, and Giannis had 19 of them. Off of their bench, Gary Trent Jr. hit a few tough shots. He had 6 in the first half. 4 for Kevin Porter Jr., 3 for A.J. Green. Bobby Portis had 2. The Bucks shooting 44% from the field, the league's best three-point shooting team, 13% from the perimeter in the first half. They were 7 of 13 from the line. 6 misses all belong to Antetokounmpo. As for Indiana, leading scorer, 15 points, Andrew Nembhard. Spectacular. 7 of 8 from the field, and as Mark noted going into the break, he was riding a pronounced slump going into the playoffs. He had a terrific playoffs last year and is off to a good start here today. Pascal Siakam has 12, 7 for Nesmith, 7 for Turner, 6 points, 7 assists for Tyrese Haliburton. Off of Indiana's bench, Ben Mathurin came in and took 6 free throws. Got to the line, it's what he does best, had 11 in the first half. TJ McConnell, 4 points and 4 assists. Jarris Walker, 3 points and 5 rebounds. 2 for Brian. Obi Toppin picked up a couple fouls, played just 5 minutes, did not score. The Pacers shooting it exquisitely. 61% from the field, 41% from 3, 10 of 10 from the foul line. Indiana +7 on the glass. That's mostly a byproduct of the shooting percentages, as each team has just one offensive rebound through 2 quarters. Pacers 67, Bucks 43 at the half. Take a look around the NBA next on the Elevance Health Radio Network.
Breaking news, and this one is almost
If you want a tire shop that doesn't feel like your ordinary tire shop, then you need to meet Tire Man. Bell Tire. Good point, Tire Man. Tire Man works at Bell Tire. He's part tire, part man, all heart. Bell Tire. Right, Tire Man. We repair flats for free at Bell Tire. And as Tire Man just said, we actually care about our customers. We're not your ordinary tire shop because we're changing tires. Bell Tire.
Welcome to the NBA playoffs. The moment we've all been waiting for is here.
The fans now on the edge of their seats.
It's time to stay locked in to every single moment. Because you never know when history will be made. When it's win or go home, every moment matters. So don't miss a thing. NBA playoffs presented by Google begin today on ABC, ESPN, TNT, and NBA TV.
Now you can call every shot when it comes to investing, because Gamebridge's easy online platform puts you in control of your own financial future. Choose trusted products, invest on your own terms with as little as $1,000, and watch your savings grow over time with reliable returns. You make the choices, you make the calls. So no matter what, you're always in the lead. Get started today at Gamebridge.io. Gamebridge is an official partner of the Indiana Pacers.
The Pacers lead the Bucks 67-43. We're at halftime. I'm Pat Boylan. Clippers at Denver after this. Detroit at New York. Minnesota at LA Lakers version. Those are the 3 games remaining in the day. We've got the third quarter. It's rapidly approaching. It's next on the Elevance Health Radio Network.
At KeyBank, we know a small moment like,
what's it like to have a yard?
Can lead to an even bigger question like,
am I ready to buy a home?
And that's the type of moment where we'll meet you, prepared to talk about everything you need to know when applying for a mortgage, so you can try to turn those backyard dreams into reality. Paul?
Yes?
Question. Are you a hammock person?
You know, I think I might be.
For every financial need, we'll meet you in the moment. KeyBank opens doors. NMLS 399797, Equal Housing Lender.
Hey Pacers fans, by saying yes to organ donation, you're choosing to give the gift of life, an incredible way to make a lasting difference even after you're gone. It's a powerful decision that offers hope to those waiting on the National Transplant Waiting List for a life-saving organ. Join your Pacers in supporting organ donation and get the heart on your driver's license. If more people say yes to being an organ donor, more lives can be saved. Visit DonateLifeIndiana.org to learn more and share your decision with your family.
You know Unleaded 88 is engine smart and earth kind, but what does that mean really? Engine smart because Unleaded 88 burns cooler and cleaner with higher octane for superior performance at a great price. Earth kind because Unleaded 88 reduces toxic compounds in your fuel and burns more completely, reducing harmful emissions. That's good for our environment and our health. Engine smart, earth kind. 4 simple words to remember when you fill up. Choose Unleaded 88.
Upland Brewing is proud to be an official partner of the Indiana Pacers. For over 25 years, Upland has crafted award-winning beers right here in Indiana. Whether it's Courtside Indiana Pale Ale, the official craft beer of the Pacers, or a pint of Dragonfly, Indiana's best-selling IPA, Upland beers are perfect for cheering on the blue and gold. Find Upland beers throughout Gamebridge Fieldhouse, at any of our 9 locations, on tap at bars and restaurants, and at your local grocery and liquor stores. Go Pacers!
Third quarter, Game 1, Eastern Conference quarterfinals about to commence. The Pacers controlled the first half, never trailing by more than 3. And now leading at halftime by a game-high 24, 67-43. Third quarter starts with the original starting 5 out there. It'll be Tyrese Haliburton, Andrew Nembhard, Miles Turner, Pascal Siakam, and Aaron Nesmith. Milwaukee has not yet broken huddle. They will, we assume, go with the original starters. Ryan Rollins, Torian Waller-Prince, Brook Lopez, Giannis Antetokounmpo, and Kyle Kuzma. Third quarter is underway. They come right to left. They're in the green with the white numerals, letters, and trim. The Pacers are in white. Blue, black, and yellow complementary colors. Pat Boylan is courtside with Eddie Gill. I'm Mark Boyle. The third quarter begins with Turner blocking a Lopez shot, and then Lopez got his own rebound. Turner fouled him, and Lopez will go to the line for the first time this afternoon. The first half was nothing short of exceptional. Eddie, how do the Pacers maintain this kind of performance?
I thought going into the series is the multiple efforts is going to be a huge key. Now, obviously, that's what you'd like to have in each and every game, but there's levels to it. And if you don't have multiple efforts against this team, they're going to continue to get those open looks, those three-point shots that you referenced, they missed, but those will start to go down. And without Giannis Antetokounmpo putting 19 on the board, this game is even much more dire straits. So that first set, they're trying to get Brook Lopez going here in this game.
2 of 16 are the Bucks from three-point range, and this comes from the team that led the league in three-point field goal percentage during the regular season. Lopez starts the third quarter hitting a pair of foul shots. The Pacers are in front 67-45. Bounce pass top of the circle. Turner shovels to Haliburton. He drives hard to the foul line, pulls up, and is knocked to the floor. He was shooting when Lopez planted him, and he'll go to the line twice.
And once again, the Bucks open up, going back to that zone. They're trying to see if they can rattle this offense of the Pacers, but the Pacers are very well prepared, it appears to be. They run a nice set to get Haliburton to his pull-up game.
Haliburton on the line. The Pacers were 10 of 10 from the line in the first half, but Haliburton misses the first of 2. He's got one more coming. Pacers did a lot of things well in the first half. They out-rebounded the Bucks by 6. They turned the ball over just 3 times and shot 61% from the floor. Haliburton, normally very reliable, misses both foul shots, 67-45. Milwaukee advancing with Antetokounmpo. He hands it to Rollins. Rollins being harassed by Nembhard. Now from up top, Lopez bounces to Antetokounmpo, and from the side of the lane, he takes it into the lane, but his left hand won't cooperate. It falls off the front of the rim. Pacers head for the other end with Haliburton. Flips it to Nesmith. Pass to the sideline, Nembhard. And he'll give it to Siakam, played by Rollins. The shot clock down to 10. Haliburton on the move, right hand into the lane, kick to the top. Siakam bounces to the sideline, and Nembhard continues his exceptional shooting, hitting a 3 from out on the right edge.
Beautiful ball movement again, initiated by Brook Lopez, is in the ball screen action.
I should say the left edge, the end result the same, 69-45. Nembhard, 17 points, 8 of 9 shooting, and then at the other end, they get 2 of the 3 back as Antetokounmpo scores from right of center just inside the arc. He's been their one consistent offensive threat. He's got 21 points. The Pacers lead 69-47. Left edge of the floor, it's Haliburton. He's got it near the hash mark, lobs it cross court. Nesmith wastes little time unloading a 3, but it's long. In the corner, hustling after the ball and earning an unjustified whistle is Antetokounmpo. He just fell down, and Nesmith is tagged with a foul. Or at least that's how I saw it in live action.
Yeah, it'll be interesting. Here we go, a replay here.
Picked it up. Boy, I don't know about that.
You can't really. Oh, here you go. This is better angle, maybe.
Well, minimal contact.
Oh, you know what it is? He stepped on the foot of Nesmith. Which is.
Well, the foul is Nesmith's third. And it's 69-47. Antetokounmpo attacking down the right side. He thought about shooting, but then went up top, where Prince, who was scoreless in the first half, misses a 3. Nesmith cleans up, and here comes Nembhard. Just over 2 minutes gone, third quarter. The Pacers lead 69-47 in game 1. Turner wants 3 from the left edge, but he hit the glass and not the rim. Ball rebounded by Milwaukee's Antetokounmpo, his 6th of the game. On top, Antetokounmpo backing in on Nesmith. Now back to the goal, picks up the dribble, left of the lane, into the lane, dotted half, and Kuzma is off target. 2 of their 5 starters, Kuzma being one and Prince the other, have gone scoreless so far in this game. Haliburton to Siakam, almost walked with it, now gets to the hoop as the defender falls down trying to draw a charge or an offensive foul. That was Kuzma. That gave Siakam an easy shot off the right-hand glass.
Yeah, great discipline by the official there, recognizing he just falls down, and Siakam knocks it in.
71-47 Indiana. Kuzma to the right side. Good clean look for Rollins, but he put a 3 up off the back of the rim. Milwaukee 2 of 18 from three-point range. Siakam to the foul line, and he lost the ball. On the steal, Antetokounmpo behind the back, and it's poked away by Siakam. Here comes Haliburton as the teams exchange turnovers. Left edge, and Siakam hit a three.
That's a great sequence by Pascal Siakam. He's the one with the chase down, pokes it away. Tyrese Haliburton orchestrating the break, and he's able to get the made three by Siakam.
Strong start to the third quarter. Timeout Milwaukee. The Pacers have extended the lead to a game-high 27 points. It's Indiana 74, Milwaukee 47. You're listening to Pacers basketball on the Elevance Health Radio Network.
Health insurance companies are expected to carry health benefits, but CareSource does so much more. We look beyond doctors' offices and hospitals to see the challenges that face our members. Then we help them achieve not just better health, but better lives. Along with Healthy Indiana plan benefits, we help our members find stable jobs, housing, childcare, and rides so they can find greater independence. At CareSource, we're removing barriers. We're improving lives. We're reimagining health insurance.
Better Water starts with a free water analysis from C&J Water, the official water treatment partner of the Indiana Pacers and Indiana Fever. From hard water solutions to pure, great-tasting drinking water, C&J Water is committed to helping you enjoy better water in every glass, load of laundry, and shower. Schedule your free water analysis today at cnjwater.com and discover how much better your water can be. C&J Water, local, trusted, and now the choice of the Indiana Pacers and Fever.
Be part of something bigger with a career at Nucor. When you join our organization, you become part of a team that makes an impact on people's lives, communities, and the environment. Join us to forge deep bonds with teammates, get the freedom to activate your ideas, and gain the stability to build a lifelong career. Learn more at nucor.com/careers. That's nucor.com/careers. Come be a part of something bigger at Nucor. Nucor is an equal opportunity employer.
Experience the Midwest's newest fine dining destination, Commission Row. Our menu includes the best locally sourced steaks, chops, seafood, and raw bar offerings. Created by Pacers Sports and Entertainment in partnership with Cunningham Restaurant Group. Commission Row is located right next to Gambridge Fieldhouse. Whether for dinner on the main level or drinks and Mel's, our speakeasy bar, make Commission Row a part of your next game night. Learn more or make a reservation at commissionrow.com.
The Milwaukee Bucks ended the regular season as the hottest team in the NBA. They won their last 8 games, and that includes their last 4 road games. But they have been, to this point, totally dominated. They trail the Pacers 74-47 early third quarter game 1 as we check in courtside with Pat Boylan.
And they did all of that without Damian Lillard. They've been missing him since March 20th. Since he went down, Giannis Antetokounmpo has taken over an even larger role, but as a distributor as well. In the 11 games that he played where Lillard did not, Giannis averaged 9 assists per game. He has 1 here just so far. Eddie, curious what you're seeing that has kept Giannis from being the distributor here so far.
Well, the lack of shot making is one of them. Obviously, they're shooting 11% from the three-point line. A team that's really shot it well throughout the entire season. But I give the Pacers a lot of credit. I think a lot of those times the Pacers had that multiple effort or that extra effort to get out and close out to those three-point shooters. And something to be said about first round, game 1, and playing on the road in this environment.
8:41 left in the quarter, and on the subject of Lillard, he missed the last 14 regular season games. They wound up over his 24 games missed throughout the course of the 82, 16-8, so they did okay. And he's out of this game, out of the timeout. Obi Toppin had checked back in for the Pacers, and he fouls as Milwaukee moves into the forecourt. Now, we're told he's getting closer to coming back. Theoretically, he could come back as soon as game 2, although that's far from certain. But when he does come back, having been out for so long, is there an adjustment period for Milwaukee?
I don't know if there's a huge adjustment. He played the most of the season with this team, so they've kind of fallen into some sort of routine, how he plays alongside Giannis Antetokounmpo, what the rotations are. There'll be a slight adjustment considering they had solid success without him.
Kuzma on the line. He has played as he misses the first foul shot. He's played 18 minutes. He has no points, no rebounds, no assists, no steals, and no blocks. In other words, He has the same numbers I have.
That's the same thing I was thinking. He's doing the same thing you and I are doing.
He misses both foul shots. The Bucks a dismal 9 of 17 from the line, but they get the offensive rebound. Kuzma drives to the dotted half, and he rolled it off the front of the rim, but it's tapped up and in from downstairs. With 8:22 to go in the quarter, Antetokounmpo credited with the field goal. He's got 23 points and 8 rebounds. Pacers with Nembhard at the other end. The lead is 25 points. Will it be 28? Yes, it will. Turner hits a 3 from up top.
I'll give you one guess where Brook Lopez was. And he's deep into that lane, and Turner gets a wide open one again.
77-49. Rollins drives, pitches it back to the perimeter. Kuzma sends it right sideline. Rollins has it with 10 to shoot. Working down toward the corner, gives to Prince. Prince back up top. Outside the arc, right side, Lopez drives it to the wing, leans in, and earns a chance for a three-point play as he hits a floater right of the lane while he's fouled.
Yeah, Haliburton kicking himself there. Didn't have to stick his hand in there. Toppin's in decent position to contest. And he reaches in there, but just not enough to jar the ball away.
Pacers in jeopardy of getting to the penalty early. That was their 4th team foul, and still nearly 8 minutes to go in the quarter. Rollins is out. Kevin Porter Jr. is in. He had 4 points off the bench in the first half. Lopez has made both of his foul shots. He's got a chance for a three-point play here.
We saw this in the first quarter also as he completes the three-point play. Them being able to get to the line with regularity.
77-52 Pacers. 7:38 left in the third quarter. Moving to his right, Turner hands the ball to Haliburton. Haliburton off the Turner screen, drives it to the right wing, hooks it to the foul line, off the pick and pop. Turner delivers again.
Great action there. These two have been so good over the last 2 seasons in this pick and pop game.
79-52, the lead back to 27. It's been as high as 28. Antetokounmpo somehow works his way through traffic. Across the lane, right to left, finishes with the left hand. He has 25 of their 54 points. The Pacers lead 79-54. Just over 7 minutes to play in the third. Nembhard again. This time he's online with a 3 from the right edge, but he's short, and Lopez claims the rebound. Milwaukee comes back with Porter. Center of the floor, driving with the left hand. He gets to the dotted half circle and scores from there.
And they're trying to get something out of anyone other than Giannis Antetokounmpo at this point.
79-56, Indiana leading. 6 minutes and 35 seconds left in the quarter. One dribble and a free throw line jump shot. Nembhard no. But on the rebound, a loose ball foul is called against Porter.
Yeah, that's great work by Obi Toppin. Crashing the glass, trying to get that offensive rebound.
2 team fouls on the Bucks. That's the first personal foul on Porter. 14 to shoot, ball in. Haliburton relays it left to the logo. Nembhard goes to work there. Goes away from the Turner screen, takes it to the wing. Turner slides to the perimeter and hits another 3 off the pass from Nembhard.
Brook Lopez looks so dejected as that ball left Miles Turner's hand.
82-56 Pacers. Halfway through the third quarter, Porter is fouled as he slithers down the left side, and Indiana hits the penalty with 6:13 to play. We're still in the third quarter, and Milwaukee will go to the line. A chance for them to exploit the penalty here for nearly 7 minutes as Nembhard collects his second foul. And from the line, Porter, who made a pair of foul shots earlier. He was signed by the Clippers in July and then traded. This was a really good trade for the Bucks. They traded Marchand Beauchamp, who was not a bad player, but not the player Porter is.
Yeah, Beauchamp more of a defensive specialist to some degree. Still trying to find his offensive game in this league, but Kevin Porter Jr., a guy who definitely knows what he's capable of offensively, and couldn't have worked out any better in the absence of Damian Lillard.
He played in Greece all of last season after previously spending time with Cleveland, Houston, and the Clippers. A left-hander. He knocks down 2. He's 4 of 4 from the line. And the Pacers lead by 24 with 6 minutes to go in the third quarter. Haliburton, right hand to the top of the circle, hooks it to Turner. Turner moves it to the foul line, continues on, and earns a chance to go to the line twice.
And Brook Lopez had to go sit down prior to that possession, in large part due to the damage Turner has been doing here really throughout the game, really throughout just about every matchup, but specifically here this third quarter.
That's their third team foul. Bobby Portis Jr. on the foul. He played in the first half and scored 2 points. Foul shot Turner is good. You'll remember that last year in the playoffs, the Pacers beat this team in 6. Turner averaged around 19 a game, and the Bucks had many of the same issues in that series.
I mean, it's literally every single time they get this matchup and they continue to put Brook Lopez on Turner. They have to. He's not going to be able to guard Siakam. But his inability to get out of the lane just gives Turner all sorts of options.
Now, Turner in 4 games against the Bucks during the regular season as he misses the second foul shot. Pacers by 25. He took 28 threes, or an average of 7 a game. The difference being that he only made 8 of them, so he was still getting the shots. He just wasn't making them. Down the left side, Antetokounmpo, and Turner reached in, nearly pulled it away, and that's a jump ball.
That's a fantastic job by Turner. He's actually was out of position. Giannis Antetokounmpo got him out of position with the shot fake, but he sticks with it. Beautiful recovery here.
If Milwaukee wins the tip, they'll still have just less than 4 seconds to get a shot, so they'll have to be focused. A.J. Green is going to check in for Milwaukee.
Bobby Portis mixing it up a little bit here with Obi Toppin.
Portis is an agitator.
Yes, he is. Just a matter of time. Maybe something that they need to get themselves going.
And when I say Portis is an agitator, I mean that in a complimentary sense.
Oh, listen, sign me up. Physical player, competitive, and
tip near sideline. They've got to hurry. Porter at the edge of the arc, leans in, beats the shot clock, but doesn't come close, and Turner hauls in the rebound. Pacers with the ball in a 25-point lead. 5.5 minutes left in the third quarter. Turner screens. Haliburton moves it to the right edge of the arc. Portis has him. Cross court. Toppin is free. Bluffs the 3. Takes the left baseline and earns a 2-shot trip to the line as he tried to cash in off the left-hand glass.
It's a great shot fake there by Obi Toppin. He only played 5 minutes in the first half, but impactful here. He's been shooting the ball so well. You have to close out to the 3-point line. He's able to go in and draw the foul.
Foul shots coming for Toppin, who was scoreless in the first half. He didn't even take a shot. He only played 9 minutes. We talked about rotations and how Rick Carlisle might tighten them up, as most coaches do. Worth noting, as Toppin misses the foul shot, Ben Shepherd available, didn't get in. Toppin played 9 minutes, McConnell 8, and Bryant 5, so he has tightened the rotation just a bit.
Yeah, he did tighten it up a little bit. I was anxious to see the Ben Shepherd, the Jarris Walker dynamic. Jarris Walker certainly earned this opportunity here as he played really good basketball late in the season.
Toppin, no. Toppin, yes. 1 of 2, his first point of the game. The Pacers are in front, 84-58. 5:18 left in the third. They led by 8 at the quarter, 24 at the half. They've been in front by as many as 28. Porter goes to the far corner, and a catch and shoot by Green is worth 3. His second 3-point field goal, 84-61. A 23-point Pacer lead. The Bucks were 2 of 19 from outside the arc before that. Great catch of a pass in the lane by Nesmith, and he sends it out to Haliburton, who leaves a 3-ball short. That pass from Haliburton into the lane to Nesmith had vinegar on it, but he managed to haul it in.
Yeah, what a catch.
Green is ready, and Green misses a catch and shoot 3 this time. Portis with the rebound, slapped out of his hands. Here comes Mathurin, up the floor for a 2-hand Toppin slam.
Miles Turner, big time deflection to start that break. Great advance of the pass, and Toppin knows how to finish.
The lead is back to 25. Now across the lane, left to right. Porter misses a shot from in close. Haliburton up the floor to the left edge of the arc. Mathurin there, puts it on the floor against Green. Toppin over to screen. Mathurin launches and leaves his 3-ball short. Another rebound at Antetokounmpo. He finished the regular season with 5 straight double-doubles, and he's got one in the first game of this series with 25 points and 10 rebounds. Nearly turned it over at the timeline, but they worked it into the near corner. Misfire out of the corner, a 3-ball Trent, but the loose ball alertly scooped up off the floor on one hop by Portis. He lays it in, and the Pacers take a timeout. 3:55 left third quarter. Indiana in front, 86-63. You're listening to Pacers playoff basketball on the Elevance Health Radio Network.
At Kroger, an annual Boost membership is better than ever. Save up to $1,100 each year on gas, groceries, delivery fees, and streaming options. With double fuel points, unlimited free delivery, and exclusive savings for members, there's so much to love about Boost. Sign up for a Boost membership today. Kroger, fresh for everyone. Restrictions apply. See site for details.
They don't call it Sailor Jerry's spiced rum for nothing. We make our rum in the name of Norman Sailor Jerry Collins, father of the old school tattoo. You've seen them before, bright, bold, and filled with meaning. As an independent spirit, he lived his life all in the way we approach making our rum now. Still made the old school way, 92 proof, with all natural spices and flavors. This is a solid drink, no matter how you like it. Respect his legacy. Drink Sailor Jerry responsibly.
In Indiana, we grow basketball and soybeans. Just like the first bushel baskets used to create the game of basketball, we are growing bushels of beans all across the state, which help drive the Indiana economy, create sustainable products, and of course, create a sustainable source of food. Meet the people behind the family farms across the state at indianasoybean.com. This message was funded by Indiana's soybean farmers and their checkoff.
Postseason dunks, threes, buzzer beaters. There's so much NBA happening. I gotta keep up.
Whoa, take it easy there. There's a better way to NBA. All playoffs long.
Wait, really?
With the NBA app, you get real-time stats and scores for every playoff matchup. Witness playoff drama as it unfolds.
Seriously?
Catch every bucket all in one place, all for free.
Where have you been all my life?
There's a better way to NBA. Download the app today. Available on the Google Play, Apple app, and Android stores.
Deep third quarter, game one. Downtown Indianapolis, the Pacers have been in control almost the entire game. Milwaukee did lead early, but by the end of the quarter, the Pacers were up by 8, and they've led by as many as 28 since. Every time the Pacers connect on a foul shot, Citizens Energy Group and the Pacers team up to donate $5 to the Warm Heart, Warm Home Foundation, which provides utility bill assistance for thousands of Hoosiers each year. To learn more or to donate, visit citizensenergygroup.com/WHWH. So far, it's been all Pacers. A quarter plus left to go in game one. Let's go courtside to Pat.
The Bucks won game one of round one last year over Indiana fairly handily, and Tyrese Haliburton talking about that said, quote, last year we eased into game one, then woke up game two and responded. We don't have that luxury at home. We have to take care of home court advantage and be ready from the opening tip, something the Pacers certainly have done, and a reminder from their head coach to keep up those things that they're doing well. Rick Carlisle saying to his team, continue to move the ball and continue to be aggressive. The Pacers up by 23, but want to keep the gas pedal down here late third quarter.
Out of the timeout, the Pacers have the ball. They bring it length of the court. They're up by 23. Tyrese Haliburton, Benedict Mathurin, Jarris Walker out for the first time this half. Pascal Siakam and Obi Toppin. The Bucks counter with Kevin Porter Jr., A.J. Green, Gary Trent Jr., Giannis Antetokounmpo, and Bobby Portis Jr. 3:45 left to play. Third quarter, 86-63. Pacers with the ball and the lead. Haliburton retreating to the logo at center, moving to his left, still outside the arc. A three over Antetokounmpo, spins off the rim. Tipped and kept alive by Toppin, but grabbed by Porter. Milwaukee attacking, down 23. Porter nearly lost it, sends it to the corner. Nice catch by Trent. That ball was going out of bounds, and as he was falling over the baseline, he fired it off of the thigh of Haliburton and out of bounds. Excellent play by Trent.
Yeah, very close to a turnover. The possession prior to that, when Giannis Antetokounmpo fell down, he almost turned it over as well. So they've come away with a couple good ones.
They've got 14 seconds to get a shot. They're down 23, deep third quarter. Trent on top, feeds it to the top of the circle. Antetokounmpo against Siakam this time. Backs his way to the dotted half, and his pass into the lane is deflected, but it's alertly scooped up by Green, who missed as the shot clock expired. This leads to an Indiana break, and Mathurin, driving through multiple defenders coming in from the left side, will go to the line twice.
Zero hesitation again. Great advance of the pass by Haliburton. Mathurin finds himself at the line once again.
That's A.J. Green's third. Mathurin a perfect 6 of 6 from the line. Pacers and Bucks have both scored 12 points from the line. The Pacers have done it in 16 attempts. Milwaukee has taken 20 foul shots. Mathurin remains perfect, drilling a foul shot here.
With getting to the line against this team, that also gives you an opportunity to get back and set your defense against Giannis Antetokounmpo. If they're rebounding the basketball and he's pushing in transition, you have a major problem.
3:03 left third quarter. It's a 24-point Pacer lead. One more for Benedict Mathurin. And he made them both. 13 points. Big part of it, his work on the foul line, where he's gone 8 of 8. 88-63. Porter handles for Milwaukee. Left hand down the left side. Got to the goal, and he's on the line twice. As he tried to finish with that left-hand scoop, Mathurin got it. Now, last year at this time, the Pacers went on that long playoff run, and they did it without Benedict Mathurin. How much does his presence this go-around mean to the Pacers?
Well, I think that's one piece of it, the point that I just mentioned previous. You know, when you talk about the game slowing down in the playoffs, and you got to have people getting to the free throw line and making free throws, he's able to get that done. But then also just overall another offensive threat that you have to account for as a defense when he's on the floor.
Foul shot is good. He's got 9. One more coming. 88-64. He's made all 5 of his foul shots. And now the whistle blows. He did take the shot, but the whistle blew before he took the shot. And the official on the near sideline blew the whistle. I'm not sure why, Pat.
He didn't like something down there, I think, with Portis and Toppin, and then they're also going to keep Sims from checking in here, who tried to sneak in during that dead ball.
That was Curtis Blair, by the way.
Yep, and ever since that jump ball, Portis and Toppin have been going back and forth a little bit here, so see how that progresses.
Porter made the foul shots. 88-65 Pacers, under 3 to go third quarter. Haliburton left side, center of the floor, Siakam. He'll take it to the right edge, continue to the right wing. Now backing into the right side of the lane. Portis reached in, poked it away. Siakam got it back. Now Siakam with Portis all over him. Works it outside to Walker. 3 seconds to shoot. Toppin as the defender falls down, misses the bank shot right side. Porter had fallen down, but Toppin couldn't take advantage. And here comes Antetokounmpo in on the left side. He'll go to the line twice. That was only a few seconds, but that battle between Siakam and Portis was quite good.
Yeah. This possession here was exactly what I just referenced in terms of rebounds, and you have to deal with Giannis Antetokounmpo in transition. It's almost an impossible mission.
He'll shoot 2, 10 seconds. Network station identification 50-50. Whether Antetokounmpo gets it off before we come back. You're listening to Pacers basketball on the Elevance Health Radio Network. First foul shot is good. He's now 6 of 12 from the line, and he has 26 points. DJ McConnell checks in. Thomas Bryant is on. Siakam, Walker, and Mathurin stay on the floor. Milwaukee is using Porter, Trent, Green, Portis, and Antetokounmpo. To 66, 88 to 67. Antetokounmpo had 12 in the first quarter, 7 in the second. He's got 8 in the third. The Pacers lead by 21, their largest lead 28. Walker drives and kicks. The wide open Siakam misses a 3 from the left edge. Trent has the rebound, and Milwaukee has the ball. 2:10 left in the third. Antetokounmpo works his way in from the right side, spins down the side of the lane, and lays it in easily off the glass. 29 for Antetokounmpo, and this is as close as they've been in the third quarter. They're now within 19 after trailing by 28. McConnell has it, right wing, across the lane, right to left, gets it back up top. Mathurin with 10 to shoot. A 3 off the bounce from dead on, no. Rebound, Green. Green gets the ball to Antetokounmpo. 100 seconds left in the third quarter. Milwaukee threatening to finish the third quarter with authority as Antetokounmpo somehow worked his way through multiple defenders and scored from right in front. They're within 17 now at 88 to 71. McConnell drives it across the lane and then works it back outside. There's a whistle off the ball down on the baseline, and the Pacers will go to the line. Milwaukee's on a run here. It was 88-63. They have scored 8 straight points.
Well, this particular possession, Thomas Bryant's able to get Kevin Porter Jr. down in the lane. It's just no match for him there. Kevin Porter Jr. has to commit the foul, but again, there's been previous to that, there's 3 or 4 consecutive plays in transition where the Bucks have an advantage, specifically Giannis Antetokounmpo.
Bryant hits the first one. Jericho Sims, who played briefly in the first half, will give Antetokounmpo a rest. 89-71. Antetokounmpo leaves with 31 points. Slightly above his per-game average during the regular season. Bryant is long with the second foul shot. Pacers made their first 10 foul shots. Since then, though, they've gone just 5 of 10. The lead is 18 points. Milwaukee's on an 8-1 run. Trent to the left edge. Green fakes the shot as McConnell sails by, calmly drains the three. Indiana will take a timeout. Milwaukee is on an 11-1 run. And they're within 15. They are closing this third quarter, Eddie, with an impressive burst.
Yeah, he's done a terrific job, and you can't expect this team to just go away. Again, led by Giannis Antetokounmpo, they have prolific three-point shooting around him. And if they're able to string some stops together, they're going to create more and more open opportunities on the other end. That's what they've been able to do. And as you see there with A.J. Green knocking down his third three.
It was 88-63 with 3:03 left in the quarter. Over the last 1 minute and 56 seconds, Milwaukee has outscored the Pacers 11-1. And they are positioning themselves where, at the very least, they will be in the game with a chance to do something in the fourth quarter.
Absolutely, and especially in this day and age, in terms of how teams shoot the three ball, them specifically, how well they get it done. They are certainly well within striking distance to make this very interesting in the fourth quarter.
Let's go courtside to Pat.
One area the Pacers have excelled in here this afternoon, fast break points. It's something that Doc Rivers spent a ton of time talking about in the week leading up to Game 1. We have to get back defensively. Well, the Pacers are winning the fast break point battle 22-3. Another statistical anomaly. The Bucks are just 4 of 23 from the three-point line. A.J. Green is 3 of 5. The rest of Milwaukee just 1 of 18. But Green has hit some timely ones here in the second half as Milwaukee has inched a bit closer.
It's 89-74 out of the timeout. And the Pacers will bring it the length of the floor. 67 seconds to play in the third quarter. That 28-point lead is now down to 15. McConnell has it. He will play with Walker, Mathurin, Bryant, and Siakam. Pacers left to right. Walker centers it. On top, Siakam hands the ball off to Mathurin. Mathurin, with under a minute to go, nearly threw it away. Porter got a hand on it, but McConnell rescues, takes it to the foul line, and hits a much-needed jump shot.
Yeah, big risk there by the Bucks. You go for that steal, you got to come up with it. Otherwise, you're playing 5-on-4.
17-point Pacer lead. Porter brings it back, hugging the left sideline. McConnell is on it. On top to Trent, works it to Green. He's had a big game shooting the three. This time, though, he misses from the right edge. 34 seconds left in the third. Indiana is in front, 91-74. Mathurin, perimeter right, Siakam, right back to Mathurin, center of the floor. He'll work Portis off the bounce. Right sideline, Bryant, 10 to shoot. Now on top, it's Walker. Shot clock down to 6. Walker working Green to the foul line. A contested jump shot. It's an air ball, and it's out of bounds to Milwaukee. Green not known for his defense, but he did a really good job there.
Yeah, he bottled Walker up there. Not a great offensive possession as a whole there by the Pacers.
Shot clock dart. Milwaukee with the option of taking the last shot. Porter bumped and fouled, and that is a very bad foul by T.J. McConnell. Indiana in the penalty, and Milwaukee gets 2 free looks.
It is not a great one as you're trying to close this quarter and just try to stop the bleeding to some degree, but Kevin Porter Jr. does a nice job of recognizing T.J. McConnell trailing there and cuts the angle off and draws the foul.
It was 88-63. Since then, the Pacers have been outscored 11-3 with 2 foul shots coming for Porter, who so far has been perfect from the foul line and continues by hitting the first. He's made all 7 of his foul shots. Haliburton returns. McConnell leaves. 91-75. Milwaukee threatening to make it interesting after being dominated for extended stretches until about the last 3 minutes or so.
Yeah, they're able to get enough stops and convert those stops into points on the other end.
Turner in, Bryant out. Pacers in this quarter under 50% from the floor, 8 of 19 after shooting it better than 60% in the first half. Porter continues perfect from the line, 8 of 8. And it's 91-76, only 8 seconds to play in the third. Haliburton across the timeline, left side hash mark, 3 seconds to play, pulls up top of the circle and knocks down the jump shot.
That's why he was substituted into the game to try to go get a good look. And he's able to get to his pull-up game to stop this bleeding a little bit here by the Bucks.
Through three, it's the Indiana Pacers 93, the Milwaukee Bucks 76. You're listening to Pacers playoff basketball on the Elevance Health Radio Network.
Hi, this is Archie Manning. After years of playing football, I've learned to listen to my body. These days, that includes listening for signs of heart problems like chest discomfort or feeling tired from doing simple activities. The expert team of heart specialists at Ascension St. Vincent has made it the st hospital for cardiac care in Indiana. So when you need care for your heart, contact the winning team at ascension.org/St. Vincent Heart.
Today we have two very special guests on our program, introducing Lem and Lime.
Hello.
For Starry Lemon Lime Soda.
Thanks for having us.
What is Starry Lemon Lime Soda?
It's a crisp, clear burst of lemon lime flavor, and it's caffeine-free.
Between us, one of you must be a little more important to Starry than the other. Who is it?
We're both important.
So it could just as easily be Starry Lime Lemon Soda.
No, that doesn't sound right. Oh, I like it. So you saying hip-hop could be hop-hip. Works for me.
Starry Lemon Lime Soda. Starry hits different.
The best athletes don't just play the game, they change it. When it comes to investing, Gainbridge is doing the same. Their online platform does things differently by putting you in control, so you can invest on your own terms and grow your savings over time. It's a better way to invest, because it's investing your way. Get started today with as little as $1,000 at Gainbridge.io. Gainbridge is an official partner of the Indiana Pacers.
At KeyBank, we know a small moment like, whoa, my kid's got a serious backhand, can lead to an even bigger question like, tennis camp is how much? And that's the type of moment where we'll meet you to help you build a savings plan for expenses big and small so your money can make money. Mike, how's that sound?
Sounds like match point.
Sounds like love.
We could serve up tennis puns all day.
For every financial need, we'll meet you in the moment. KeyBank opens doors. KeyBank member FDIC.
Hey, this is Pascal Siakam, and you're listening to Pacer Basketball on Elevance Health Radio Network.
Pacers led by 24 at halftime. The Bucks trimmed 7 off of that in the third quarter. Tyrese Haliburton hits a jump shot to close the third quarter with Indiana leading 93-76. Siakam leads the Pacers with 17, but Nembhard right with him with 17. Miles Turner has 16. Haliburton with 8 points, 10 assists, and 6 rebounds. I'm Pat Boylan. Back up we go. Fourth quarter of Game 1 with Mark Boyle and Eddie Gill.
Pacers have been excellent from the floor, shooting 56%, and they've outscored the Bucks, the NBA's top three-point shooting team percentage-wise, 30-12 from three-point range. Fourth quarter begins. Indiana has a 17-point lead. They'll start the fourth quarter with the ball, moving it left to right. They're in the white, blue, black, and yellow numerals, letters, and trim. Milwaukee in the green with the white numerals, letters, and trim. It'll be T.J. McConnell, Benedict Mathurin, Jarris Walker, Pascal Siakam, and Thomas Bryant against Gary Trent Jr., Kevin Porter Jr., Jericho Sims, A.J. Green, and Bobby Portis Jr. I wouldn't think, Eddie, it'll be too much time before we see Antetokounmpo check back in.
Absolutely. I think he will be back in there, and wouldn't be surprised if Kevin Porter Jr. stays on the floor with him.
Pacers with it first. They move it left to right. Mathurin has it near sideline. They start the fourth quarter with a 17-point lead. They've led by as many as 28. From the foul line, it's McConnell connected.
Here again, open up this quarter with a zone. The Pacers abuse it. Nice pull-up Jay there by T.J. McConnell.
95-76, Milwaukee's first possession. We'll see a Trent three from the corner, cutting the lead down to 16. Trent has scored 9. That's his first three. 95-79. 36 seconds gone, fourth quarter. Right side arc, Walker to the foul line, lobs it back to the perimeter. From there, Siakam goes to the far corner. Mathurin right back to Siakam. He'll bounce it to the top of the circle. Now continue on down the right side and into the corner. Bryant is open and hits a three.
That's a big shot there. Pacers having a hard time carving out a good look, and he knocks down the 3-ball.
The lead is 19, 1 minute gone, fourth quarter. Porter to Trent, fakes the 3, bounces once, and from the near corner is off target with a 3-ball. Siakam rebounds, he'll bring it himself. Up the middle of the floor, left edge of the arc, McConnell. Bullet pass intended into the corner for Mathurin, but intercepted by Porter. Only the 5th Indiana turnover. Far side corner, Green missing the 3 and the rebound, McConnell. A minute and a half gone, fourth quarter. Walker has it, right edge of the arc. The Pacers lead Milwaukee 98-79. 10 minutes and 28 seconds left in game 1. Bounce pass Mathurin to the wing. It's stolen, heading to the other end, and scooping it off the glass is Trent. A rare turnover. The Pacers have given the ball over 6 times, just 4 through the first 3 quarters, but 2 more in the first 2 minutes of the fourth. 98-81, Indiana with the ball in the lead. Left to right, they go in white. Mathurin to the left sideline. McConnell has it there. He'll move the bounce off the Bryant screen to the right side of the lane, and he hits another pull-up.
And once again, they're not believers allowing T.J. McConnell to get to his pull-up game.
He has hit 5 of his 6 shots. He shot 57% from the floor during the regular season against Milwaukee, and now a moving screen over on the right wing will give the ball back to the Pacers. An offensive foul on Jericho Sims. 100-81, and as we suspected, Antetokounmpo's rest ends sooner rather than later. He's back in with 9:47 to play. He has scored 31 points and grabbed 10 rebounds. Aaron Nesmith is Rick Carlisle's counter move as Walker goes to the sideline.
And once again, looks like the Bucks are going to settle into this zone again, even though the Pacers are still having some success.
McConnell to the right sideline, and from there, Nesmith center of the floor, Siakam. They'll play around with it on the perimeter. Mathurin back to McConnell, left sideline, return to Mathurin, 9 to shoot. Right wing Siakam, he's isolated against Green. He's going to try to back him in. Green does a nice job, and now Siakam spins, pulls up and misses the wing jump shot. Rebound picked up by McConnell. He goes out to Nesmith, and the Pacers have 10 seconds to get another shot. 100-81 with 9:15 to play. McConnell driving into the lane to the dotted half, and from there he misfires. Antetokounmpo with rebound number 11. 3 minutes gone, fourth quarter. Milwaukee is down by 19. Antetokounmpo down the right side scores again.
That is a tough task there for Thomas Bryant.
And now we have a whistle. What happened?
Nothing. Well, inadvertently, after Giannis Antetokounmpo laid that in, and Thomas Bryant simultaneously trying to take the ball out of bounds, they collide. And the official just blows the whistle dead just to make sure they get that inbound correctly.
8 minutes, 53 seconds left in the fourth quarter. The Pacers are in front by 17 points. Nesmith has it, way out left edge. This is McConnell. Off the screen from Bryant. That got him to the foul line. Now he'll bounce it to the right block, and Siakam converts. 102-83. Pacers continue to shoot it exceptionally well. They're at 57%. Antetokounmpo backs his way into a double team, and he's fouled. The fans thought he traveled, but as McConnell and Siakam sandwiched him, the foul is called on McConnell, his second.
Yeah, I think that's a good call. T.J. McConnell comes in overly aggressive, but I'll tell you what, T.J. McConnell's having a very nice run here in this time he's been on the floor, both scoring and assisting.
Milwaukee has the ball, down by 19. Porter sends it down to the right baseline. Green back to the goal against McConnell. One bounce, off target jumper. Siakam controls the rebound, and the Pacers take a 19-point lead to the attack. Siakam pulls up high. Glasser from the left wing is good.
Tough shot there. A.J. Green defended that well.
He took the rebound, went the length of the floor, and converted from the wing. Porter on the counterattack, sets up Antetokounmpo for 3, and a loose ball foul on the rebound. The shot was off the back of the rim, but Mathurin picks up his second.
And a tough break there for the Pacers. They get the shot they want. Giannis Antetokounmpo attempting that shot, but Bobby Portis had a pretty good positioning for an offensive rebound attempt over on Mathurin.
21-point lead, just under 8 minutes to go. The Bucks haven't tasted the lead since early in the game. Their biggest lead was at 6-3. Antetokounmpo Right edge of the circle, spins by Siakam, dunks it with a right hand. 35 for Giannis Antetokounmpo. 104-85, a 19-point lead for Indiana with 7:42 to go. Left sideline Mathurin, Siakam screens. Mathurin works his way to the left edge of the arc, and from there is off target with a three. Portis grabs it for Milwaukee. 7.5 to play. They're down 104-85. On top, Antetokounmpo marches it into multiple defenders. Siakam was there. Nesmith was there. Others were getting ready to help, and Siakam picks up his fourth. That's the third team foul, and Antetokounmpo will go to the line.
That's the other issue you have when you decide you're going to give Antetokounmpo space. He just eats it up with the size and athleticism, and now you're still at a disadvantage. He draws the foul there on Siakam.
Giannis Antetokounmpo in 11 seasons has become Milwaukee's all-time leader in scoring, assists, rebounding. He passed Kareem Abdul-Jabbar in that category last season, and blocks. He's got two coming here. The first of which is good. It bounced around and stayed down. He got to the line 8 times in the first quarter and has now gotten there 6 times since. Toppin is in, Turner is in. Nembhard is on to play with Nesmith and Haliburton. So in other words, the original starters minus Siakam, who's being replaced by Toppin.
Yeah, I suspect we'll see Toppin for a few minutes here and Siakam come back in to close the game out.
Antetokounmpo short with a second one, and that's a lane violation. He knew he missed it. He came charging in way too soon, and he did grab his own rebound, but that's a lane violation on Milwaukee. 104-86, 7 minutes and 26 seconds left. We don't feel safe yet, do we?
No, not at all. I don't think so. Not with this, the three-point shooting, and then also with Giannis Antetokounmpo's ability to get to the free throw line. If they get into the penalty, now they're scoring points or have the potential to score points with the clock stopped. So definitely not out of the woods yet.
Timeout, Pacers. 7:26 left, fourth quarter. 104-86 for Indiana. You're listening to Pacers basketball on the Elevance Health Radio Network.
If you want a tire shop that doesn't feel like your ordinary tire shop, then you need to meet Tire Man. Bell Tire. Good point, Tire Man. Tire Man works at Bell Tire. He's part tire, part man, all heart. Bell Tire. Right, Tire Man.
Hey, you. Yeah, you. I'm talking to you. Thanks for hanging out with us. This is TSI Mike, and now that we've got your attention, we're bringing you every single game of the NBA and NHL playoffs while supporting SickKids Hospital in Toronto through our Playoff Pulse campaign. Let's grow our global community. Hit that subscribe button, turn on that bell, and join the action.
Hey, you! Yeah, you! Joe Bowen here, voice of the Toronto Maple Leafs. The Playoff Pulse on Toronto Sports Insider is all about playoff thrills and making a difference, with 100% of Leaf playoff stream revenue going directly to SickKids for their life-saving treatments and research. We're aiming for 100,000 insiders to boost our impact. So subscribe now and be a part of this incredible movement. Holy Mackinac! Let's show SickKids Hospital we're here for them. Join us today.
Hey you, yeah you, Easton Cowan, Leafs prospect here. I'm loving these Playoff Pulse live hangouts. Subscribe and turn on the bell to catch every game. Keep the chat buzzing and let's cheer for SickKids together. See you in the chat.
You are catching the Pacers at home or on the road, you'll find tickets at Ticketmaster, the official ticket marketplace of the Pacers and the NBA. Keep putting that jersey collection to use and get Pacers tickets today. There is no better brag than saying you saw it live. See you courtside again soon, Indy.
Pacers trying to bring this one to the finish line. They've led by as many as 28 points. The Bucks, though, have mounted challenges since. They have been, in the second half, as close as 17 points. Right now they're down by 18 with 7 minutes and 26 seconds remaining in the fourth quarter. The WNBA All-Star Game is coming to Indianapolis in July. You can find out about tickets, volunteer opportunities, and event information by visiting WNBAAllStar2025.com. With Eddie Gill, I'm Mark Boyle, courtside to Pat Boylan.
Well, some of this is the fact that Milwaukee has missed 41 shots and the Pacers 30. When that happens, you're typically not going to have a bad night on the glass because there's more opportunities for defensive rebounding. But these two teams entered the series 29th and 30th in terms of offensive rebounding. Now, that's been an area of weakness for the Pacers at times this year. Second chance points accumulating for the opponent and being a problem. Well, Milwaukee has out-rebounded Indiana in the second chance category, and they do lead the Pacers, but it's 8-3. It hasn't been a significant difference maker, and the Pacers are +7 in points off of the turnover. As we talked about earlier, fast break points have been advantage Indiana 22-5, so one of Indiana's biggest Achilles heel has not been a problem here today.
The separation that these teams will offer as far as rebounding is concerned, to amplify on what you said, as the Pacers attack out of the timeout. The Pacers, in addition to being a bad offensive rebounding team, here's Toppin hitting a 3 off the catch from out on the left edge to push the lead to 21. They're not really good on either end, although they're at least competent defensively. Milwaukee, on the other hand, is an excellent defensive rebounding team, 3rd in the league. Green with a catch and shoot. He's been important for them, and that's his 4th 3.
That's a bad decision by Tyrese Haliburton. He tries to shoot the gap on that, and A.J. Green just stops and can't shoot the gap against the shooter. You got to lock and trail.
The lead is 18 with 6:40 to go. Haliburton center of the floor. The Pacers in white move it left to right. Milwaukee plays in green. Here comes a long one. Haliburton with a 3, dead on short. Rebound Green. Milwaukee down 18, and here they come with Porter. Edge of the arc, right side, feeds it to the sideline, and from there Green drives and kicks. Trent looks for 3, and he finds it from the left edge.
Yeah, that's 2 consecutive possessions where they've been able to expose Haliburton there. That time Green just drive past him to open up another 3-point attempt.
Trent has 14 points, and after shooting it miserably through 3 quarters from out there, they're 3 of 6 in the 4th from 3-point range. This is as close as they've been in the second half. 107-92 with 6 minutes to play. Haliburton right wing to Turner, gliding to the goal, but putting it up too hard off the glass. Rebound is slapped out of bounds. There's some confusion as to who should get it, and the officials finally decide that it belongs to Milwaukee.
Let's ask the official who was furthest away from the play to confirm what happened.
Well, why not? That makes sense, doesn't it? That was Trey Maddox helping his associates get that call. He hopes correct. Right side, Porter on the wing, spins away from Nembhard. He's in the lane. Near corner, Portis. Back out to the edge. Green has 4 threes already. This time, though, he'll give it up. 6 seconds to shoot. Trent with it. He's going to have to hurry. He pulls up, right edge, and a 3 off the back of the rim. Long rebound, though, picked up on one hop by Porter. And from almost midcourt, another 3 from Green.
This is the one thing that'll get them back in the game. We talked about it. You said, are they clear? And absolutely not. Not with the way this team shoots the 3.
It's down to 12. 107-95. That's 15 points, all on 3-pointers by Green. Neesmith with a nice catch off a Haliburton pass in the near corner. He backs Green down. Ball tipped away, and Trent coming over to help. And a reach and foul is going to be called on Green. That's his 4th. A.J. Green, in his 3rd season for Northern Iowa, finished the season shooting the ball very well. 55% from 3-point range over their final 9 games. And here in game 1 of this series, 5 of 9 from outside the arc.
He's a quick release, and dare I say it, it's similar to a Larry Bird release. You put the ball behind his head, you can't get to it.
107-95. Haliburton has it, right edge. Portis claws at him. Haliburton, rainbow for 3 is off target. Rebound number 12 for Antetokounmpo. They're down 12, and they've got the ball with 4:45 to go. Antetokounmpo glides into the lane and turned it over. Turner took it from him. 3-on-2 to the other end. Haliburton to Neesmith in on the left side. Banked it up too hard, and the rebound being frantically fought for. Controlled by Porter of Milwaukee with 4:29 to play. He's in on the left side, and from in front, his shot rolls off the rim. Here comes Haliburton, orchestrating the break to the top of the arc. He'll slow and wait for teammates. 4:17 to play. The lead is down to 12. Haliburton gives it to Siakam. Siakam against Green, and Green fouled him. That's 5 on Green. Nice job by the Pacers to exploit that matchup.
Yeah, I like that action there. Look, ball screen between They put A.J. Green in it. They switch. Siakam goes after him there, able to draw the foul.
Foul is on Green. And with 4 minutes and 11 seconds left to play, a timeout comes with the Pacers up by 12. You're listening to Pacers playoff basketball on the Elevance Health Radio Network.
Discover a career with upward mobility. Lift Academy provides an accelerated path to a rewarding career in commercial aviation. Through the Republic Airways Career Pathway Program, you'll have a defined pathway to Republic Airways. Learn firsthand from experienced instructors. Have state-of-the-art training technology at your fingertips and earn your commercial pilot certificate in as little as 18 months. Visit flywithlift.com today. Lift Academy. Get up here.
At KeyBank, we know a small moment like,
what's it like to have a yard?
Can lead to an even bigger question like,
am I ready to buy a home?
And that's the type of moment where we'll meet you, prepared to talk about everything you need to know when applying for a mortgage, so you can try to turn those backyard dreams into reality. Paul?
Yes?
Question. Are you a hammock person?
You know, I think I might be.
For every financial need, we'll meet you in the moment. KeyBank opens doors. NMLS 399797, Equal Housing Lender.
Pacers Nation, game time is Zyber time. Introducing Zyber with X, a nationwide internet service provider born right here in Indy. Zyber is fast. We offer fiber or fixed wireless or both. As the official internet provider of the Pacers, Zyber delivers championship speeds with style, making your internet seamless and worry-free with speeds up to 10 gigabits per second. Zyber is your surprisingly likable internet service Indy. Follow our pace at Zyber.com. That's Zyber.com.
Be part of something bigger with a career at Nucor. When you join our organization, you become part of a team that makes an impact on people's lives, communities, and the environment. Join us to forge deep bonds with teammates, get the freedom to activate your ideas, and gain the stability to build a lifelong career. Learn more at Nucor.com/careers. That's Nucor.com/careers. Come be a part of something bigger at Nucor. Nucor is an equal opportunity employer.
Pacers are trying to close this one out, but Milwaukee making perhaps one last run. Over the last 3 minutes and 1 second, they've outscored the Pacers 9-0 and have cut the lead from 21 down to 12. And Eddie, 4 minutes and 11 seconds is more than enough time to erase a 12-point deficit.
Plenty, especially with the way they're shooting it. Again, they have the ability to get to the free throw line with Antetokounmpo being able to stop the clock. Gives them the ability to set their defense against the Pacers if they are able to get to the line. Interesting right now, Tyrese Haliburton 0 for 7 right now from the three-point line. We've seen him have these types of performances and then hit a big one late to kind of seal a game. So we'll see how transpires if the Bucks can tighten this gap a little bit.
And one of the reasons they have closed, this is the best three-point shooting team in the league, and they went 4 of 24 through the first 3 quarters, but here in the fourth, they're 4 of 8.
Here's the other thing. No Brook Lopez in large part throughout this second half. The Pacers were having a field day with putting him in action. Doc Rivers decided he's going to have to sit.
Indiana has the ball, 14 to shoot, 4:11 to play. They lead by a dozen. And Nesmith will make the inbound pass to Haliburton. He walks at center of the floor, continues on toward the left sideline. High middle screen Siakam. Haliburton moves it to the top of the arc. Now gives it to Haliburton left edge. He'll drive it on Trent. He falls down. He's in trouble. He got it to the top. Haliburton took it to the foul line and missed a floater. As the shot clock expired, here comes Porter for Milwaukee. Portis gives it back to Porter. Left-hand drive. He's in the lane. He fakes the shot. He fakes again and goes outside where Green relays it right edge. 10 seconds to shoot. Another catch and shoot, and Green is short this time. Long rebound, one hop to Haliburton. We're down toward 3.5 minutes to play. Indiana leading by 12. Haliburton cautiously moving forward with the right hand. Green is on him. Now he drives hard to the right baseline, takes it across the lane right to left, feeds it outside. Nembhard has it, 8 to shoot. Down the middle of the lane, and a nice recovery. Antetokounmpo blocked the shot. Nesmith picked it up. He'll have to hurry, and Nembhard's 3 out of the corner is blocked. That's a shot clock violation. Antetokounmpo with 2 blocks during that sequence.
Yeah, he was able to stretch out and get to that one, but great effort by Nesmith just trying to keep it alive. As Nembhard received that pass, he didn't realize the clock was going down. And Giannis Antetokounmpo just closed the gap to come up with another block shot there. We'll get a timeout here for, I'm not sure who called it, though.
Milwaukee called it. Now, when we last addressed this issue, it was 107-95 with 4:11 to go, and I asked you, was that enough time? Well, for some reason, they're going to review this shot clock violation. Come on now. That's a waste of everyone's time. Who would think that wasn't a shot clock violation?
We got to get these replay people in New York. They earned their check here today.
Is that it?
Maybe.
It took that review, as such as it was, took 4 seconds. But anyway, with 4:11 to go, it was 107-95. I asked you if that was enough time, and you said yes. It's still 107-95, but now we're down to 3:14. Is that enough time?
I would say yes, but they're certainly in a position now you're going to have to start trying to figure out a way to pull a rabbit out of the hat. Part of me believes that the Pacers are 1 or 2 stops away from sealing this.
Well, with 3:14 to play, Milwaukee will have the ball. They'll bring it the length of the floor. Both teams have 2 timeouts remaining. Both teams have fouls to give. Antetokounmpo will bring it ahead. He's got 36 points and a dozen rebounds. Gives it to Porter, right edge of the arc. Back to the center of the floor. Antetokounmpo bounces once, looks for help. Shot clock down to 10. Green handles the ball. Back to Antetokounmpo on the left wing. He backs in on Siakam. Here comes a double team from Haliburton. Open man near corner, but Green missed a 3. And Siakam cradles the rebound with 2:49 to play. Indiana leading by 12. Haliburton walks it across. Left side, Trent meets him near the hash mark. Siakam screens. Haliburton takes it center of the floor. Now left edge, about 20 feet out. Siakam backing in on Trent. Turns, fires, misses. Rebound tapped, but grabbed by Milwaukee's Portis with 2.5 to play. Here comes Antetokounmpo. Backing in right side, up top. Portis is clean, and Portis missed a 3. Rebound swallowed up in the lane by Nembhard. We're down to 2:19 to go. Is that enough time?
That's ball game.
Nembhard working the dribble, right edge. Bounces it out to Siakam. He'll give it to Haliburton. We move down to the 2-minute mark as Haliburton with 6 to shoot. Dances against Antetokounmpo. Gives to Turner. 3 to shoot. Step back 3. Left edge. Dagger. Dagger. Turner hits his 4th 3 of the game. Milwaukee takes a timeout. The crowd recognizing the inevitability of the result. Rising to its feet. Probably didn't need that Turner 3 anyway, but that definitely seals it.
Yeah, I would agree. Unofficially take a 1-0 lead after not hosting a first-round game here in terms of having the advantage in the 4th seed or better since 13-14, is that right?
Well, we'll go to Pat. I think it was 1846, wasn't it? No?
Sorry, what are you asking?
First round, hosting it. Is that 2013,
yeah,
14 season?
it's that 13-14 season, correct. They did technically have home court advantage in the bubble, but that didn't really count, and Miami didn't play to try to secure home court advantage. Now,
right.
there's still 1:58 left in this game, so points are going to be scored, but perhaps an interesting note here to pass along. Game 1 between these two teams last year, Milwaukee won 109-94. It's 110-95 right now, so it's been almost flipped 180 degrees.
Let's get to our Indiana Soybean Alliance Versatile Player of the Game off of the bench. The bench had several contributors in this game. Eddie, you go first.
Yeah, I'm torn on this one. I really like what Matherin did the entire game, but I'm going to go McConnell.
Pat?
Yeah, I'm going to go McConnell, too.
Yeah, me too. Indiana Soybean Alliance wants to remind fans that soybeans are the versatile crop of Indiana, providing Hoosiers with food, fuel, and fiber every day. But let's not ignore Matherin. He was excellent also with 13 points.
Yeah, he's very good in his ability to get to the line and knock it down.
Out of the timeout, Milwaukee needs points, and they need them quickly. Antetokounmpo, right of the lane, one bounce, a one-legged jumper is rebounded by Nesmith. We're down to 100 seconds to play in game 1. The Pacer lead is an insurmountable 15 points. Left sideline, Matherin. Check that. Haliburton works his way to the hash mark and then continues on down the middle of the lane where Antetokounmpo fouls him. And Haliburton will go to the line twice. With the Pacers in front by 15, we come now to our Kroger performance of the game. Any number of solid candidates there. This time, if you don't mind, I will go first. Did Milwaukee challenge this, Pat?
That's a good question. It looks like that is the case.
The light hasn't gone on.
Yeah, the light is not on yet, but the monitor is out.
Yes. Josh Tiven is the lead official. And he will explain if there's any explaining to be needed. And now we've got some jawing between Siakam
and Damian Lillard.
Damian Lillard's not even in uniform.
Yeah.
Now, see, I've said this before, and the last time I said this, you disagreed with me. Any player not in uniform who gets involved in an altercation should be fined significantly.
Well, I feel like your suggestion was a little bit more harsh than that. I don't remember exactly what I would agree.
Now, my original suggestion about 2 years ago was any player not in uniform who engages in an altercation that results in the officials getting involved should be banned from the league for a minimum of 2 years. I've modified that.
That may be it.
Since.
Milwaukee's called timeout to challenge the ruling of a defensive foul on Giannis.
That was Josh Tiven.
Yeah, I figured that was a challenge, but I didn't see what initiated it, though.
Does it matter? The man's not in uniform.
Oh, no, I'm not saying, I'm not saying in reference to does it matter or not, no. I'm just curious to know.
Yeah, I am too.
How the two of them get into it to a point where it escalates to double technicals. I'm pretty sure that Damian Lillard got one, too.
Yes, they both got one, so it's offsetting, no foul shots.
Yeah.
I will go first on our Kroger performance of the game. A number of excellent candidates, but to me, Miles Turner, 19-5, 4 blocks, 7 of 12 from the floor, 4 3-pointers. I'll go with Turner.
Yes, I would agree.
Pat?
I think the story of this game is how you could potentially pick 4 guys. To make things interesting, I'll go Siakam, but obviously Turner's going to win here on the vote. And by the way, if the Pacers do hold on here, Siakam is who we'll be chatting with postgame.
You know, looking ahead to game 2, Doc Rivers, I think, is in a difficult position.
Got a decision to make.
He's got to decide what he's going to do with Brook Lopez.
He's got a decision to make. I don't think you could completely omit him from your rotation, but certainly, and we've seen coaches do this in certain playoff series, some guys got to take a back seat and take a diminished role just for the better of what they're trying to accomplish, because he has been getting exposed every single time they play the Pacers.
They are really vulnerable defensively when he's on the floor.
Yeah.
In this matchup, that's not true every night, but against this team with this opponent, Miles Turner, they are at a severe disadvantage.
Yeah, and that's not to say that they haven't been able to win games in previous matchups, because they have.
Yes.
But, you know, the way the Pacers are very intentional about going after him and putting him into action, which I totally agree with. We got another altercation.
Miles Turner is chatting, if we might use that term, with Gary Trent Jr. Curtis Blair steps in between. This is happening at the center jump circle. Meanwhile, Doc Rivers has come off of the Milwaukee bench to observe. He now retreats to the sideline. Rick Carlisle was out there also.
Yeah, I think that the two of them were harmless, but the officials came over just to diminish anything that may arise there, which is probably good officiating. So this playoff basketball, though, you'll see this only go to another level in games 2 and moving forward.
Hey, let me ask you this, because I'm curious from the player perspective. The Bucks are leaving after the game to go back to Milwaukee, and then they're returning here
Upon
Monday.
review, Giannis initiates A to B contact with his body prior to getting a piece of the ball as the second act. The defensive foul will stand. Haliburton will be shooting 2 free throws.
That's why the shot clock
unsuccessful challenge
violation
there. The timeout will be
not stand, because there was a foul that helped lead to the shot clock violation. Anyway, if you're a player, would you rather go home and come back or stay here?
I think I would rather stay, personally. 2 days, you get that, that extra day that you otherwise wouldn't. But the packing, getting on the plane now, granted, it's 5-star accommodations and you're on a private plane and all those things are going to make it as comfortable as possible in terms of the travel. But I think I would rather stay and just get comfortable with where I'm at and the surroundings and ultimately try to get as comfortable as I can in the situation.
Foul shot Haliburton good. The lead back to 16. Back to the performance of the game. Unanimous. Miles Turner. Kroger proudly sponsors our performance of the game. Haliburton has a playoff double-double. He made the foul shots. He's got 10 points, 11 assists, and just for good measure has added 7 rebounds. 17-point lead, 85 seconds to go. Antetokounmpo walked with it.
Yeah, great job by Andrew Nembhard. The sneak attack with the double team there, and Giannis Antetokounmpo didn't see it till the last moment.
Turnovers not a factor. 9 Milwaukee, 7 Indiana. 82 seconds left. Pacers with a 112-95 lead. Milwaukee's biggest lead was at 6-3. The Pacers moved in front for good shortly thereafter. Milwaukee, if my math is correct, led in this game for less than 2 minutes. 1:14 to go. Haliburton has it, center of the floor, one-on-one, driving on Kuzma, who's back in the game. Now Siakam from the foul line hits an off-balance floater. He's got 23 points. The other thing about this game from the Milwaukee standpoint, they got almost literally nothing from 2 of their 5 starters.
Yeah, and wow, Rick Carlisle's all the way out on the floor. He wants something flagrant there from Pat Connaughton.
Connaughton ran over the top of Siakam up top, and he was called for an offensive foul. Indiana's going to take a timeout as Siakam is helped to his feet. I don't know that I've ever seen this in all of my years. Maybe I haven't, forgot about it. Kyle Kuzma has played 21 minutes. I don't recall ever seeing a guy play that many minutes and have no points, no rebounds, no assists, no blocks, or no steals.
Does he have a foul?
Indiana's called timeout, but we are not taking that timeout as we have a review for a possible flagrant foul, so they cannot be charged a timeout during that review.
That's Josh Tiven.
So he does have 2. So
he has 2 fouls.
So he was conscious. So,
so he went 0 of 5 from the floor, 0 of 2 from the line.
He did have a pulse out there, but
he did.
But to your point, that other line, all those donuts.
I don't recall in that many minutes ever seeing that. Now, that said, he's perfectly capable of doing major damage in game 2.
Correct. Yeah, because he's the guy who will come out even more aggressive.
By the way, as they review this, Pat Connaughton is another great example of something you talk about all the time. Yeah. You don't get an opportunity. Now, he was in the rotation. He's an established player. That's not the point here. He had fallen out of their rotation this season. They start him in the final game of the year, 43 points and 11 rebounds.
Exactly. I saw that. Yeah. A guy who's plenty capable, and to your point, over the years has done major damage in a variety of roles for them. He just hasn't been in the lineup here of late.
Looks like the review is over.
But he may, in this short stint here, may have come in and earned himself a flagrant. It looked like it was a shot above the shoulders.
They are discussing it, and now it looks like Tiven might get back on the headset. Pat Connaughton, by the way, was a very good athlete. He was a good pitcher at Notre Dame, in addition to being a basketball player, and he actually played some professional baseball, pitched in 6 games for the Baltimore Orioles at the Class A level. Not many guys can turn pro in 2 sports.
Yeah, no, that's a short list of those guys.
Yeah. Here comes Josh.
Upon review, there is a windup and an impact with the forearm that goes into the neck of Siakam. The play is being upgraded to a flagrant foul, penalty 1. About 2 free throws, it'll be Indiana ball on the side in the front court, 24 on the shot clock.
Now, Connaughton, as Josh Tiven was speaking, interacted with Siakam in the center jump circle, and based on the body language, now we're way up here, so we don't know. It looked like he apologized.
He did, and as I look at the replay, initially his elbow forearm area is in the chest area of Siakam, and then it just slides up and hits him in the chin.
Foul shot, Siakam, good. He has had a very nice start to this series with 24 points, 10 of 15 from the floor, and 7 rebounds. One more.
And Toppin's at the table, prepared to sub him out of the game.
With just under a minute to go, the lead is back up to 20. They got it down to 12 after trailing by 28. But now Siakam, who has scored 8 of his 25 in the 4th, hits a pair of foul shots. Toppin is in, Siakam is out, gets a nice hand, and deservedly so.
Absolutely.
He was outstanding.
Yeah, he was tremendous. I mean, great team win for sure, but he's at the forefront of what they did. Started earlier in terms of his ability to score.
Pacers with the ball, just under a minute to go. Mathurin almost went over and back receiving the inbound, but got rid of it. And now Bryant looks for help. He's right on the logo at center. He gives it to McConnell. 50 seconds left in the fourth quarter. The Pacers about to take a 1-0 lead in this best of 7. Milwaukee has dug deeper into its bench. We'll get to that when they get the ball. McConnell on the move in the lane, and as he tried to go through 2 defenders, he was fouled. And he'll be on the line with 39 and 2/10 seconds to go. They have, in addition to inserting Connaughton, have taken Chris Livingston off the end of the bench, the second-year guard from Kentucky. He plays for the first time, as does Andre Jackson Jr. He was in their rotation earlier in the season and, in fact, started 43 games.
Yeah, it seems like there's a fair amount of experimenting with the lineups, rotations, and such throughout the season until this latter part where they've been able to get hot. And to some degree, the team has dealt with some volatility with going on great win streaks, losing games, just really trying to find their way.
Here comes Johnny Furphy, who has become a bit of a cult favorite here. By the way, the Pacers respond to Milwaukee closing to within 12. That McConnell foul shot makes it a 10-0 run.
Yeah, excellent job of closing this game out. Again, this Milwaukee Bucks team is a very good team. They've been playing very good basketball, led by MVP candidate, so you can't ever expect that they're just going to fold the tent.
Oh, no. No. I would still be stunned as McConnell misses the second. This series, I think, is going to go a minimum of 6 games.
I would agree. I could see this being a very, very competitive series and with the ability to go either way.
Rollins back in the game, has it, drives it down the left side. The shot is blocked, and it's out of bounds to Milwaukee. McConnell made 1 of 2, and then the Bucks took the ball back with Rollins driving. The shot blocked out of bounds by Walker. 11 seconds to shoot. The ball comes into Connaughton, an immediate catch and shoot 3 out of the far corner. 117 to 98. There is time between game and shot clocks, but it's less than a second. The Pacers, I think, are going to take a shot clock violation. That'll be their 8th turnover of the game.
And noteworthy, looks like they're going to hold them to under 100 points here, which is also very impressive.
They average 115 and a half.
There it is.
And the shot clock violation will leave 0.4 of a second on the clock. So Milwaukee will inbound, and then time will expire. Long shot off the inbound from backcourt, sails over the board and out of play. Before we get to our post-game coverage, Eddie, your thoughts on this performance and what we might look for on Tuesday night in Game 2?
A complete game. We got to be really happy with the performance. It's initiated by what they did defensively, holding this team under 45% from the field, and how they shoot from 3. Just terrific job there, but anxious to see the adjustments made by both teams in Game 2.
On our post-game report, we'll get to a variety of topics, including a trip around the league. This is the first day of the playoffs. We'll also go over this game in depth, and we'll get ready for Bet365 Pacers overtime. Eddie White will join us. For now, though, we go courtside. Pat Boylan standing by with Pascal Siakam.
Mark, thank you. Pascal, what a start for this team here, especially in the first half, a 24-point lead at halftime. Take me through the early focus and how that led to early effectiveness.
I think our fans were awesome, just bringing that energy from the beginning. We just fed off that a little bit. And this is playoff basketball. We're excited. Just want to continue, to play the way we've been playing. It was a good first half. I thought that the third quarter was a little shaky, but we got it right back in the fourth, so that was good.
Giannis was really good, but it feels like you guys kept anybody else from hurting you. They scored 98 points today, a really good defensive effort. What was working on that end?
Attention to details, stick to the game plan, and play hard. That's all it takes in the playoffs, for sure.
I remember after Game 1 in Milwaukee last year, you guys lost by 15, and your message was they did what they were supposed to do. They won Game 1. You did what you were supposed to do here today. You guys then took Game 2, and we know how the series went. So how important is Game 2, and what kind of mindset is it going to take to pull it off?
Yeah, we got to take it one game at a time. It's one game at the end of the day. It doesn't matter how we got it. But we just got to stay focused. There's a lot more work to do.
You led the Pacers in scoring in a 117-98 win. Pascal Siakam, congrats.
All right, thank you.
Back to you.
Pacers start successfully, the first time in 6 playoff series that they have won the first game. Last year it didn't deter them. They lost Game 1 in all 3 of their series, but still managed to win the first 2 to get to the Eastern Conference Finals. Final score, the Indiana Pacers 117, the Milwaukee Bucks 98. The Pacers lead the best of 7, 1-0. And we'll get to everything we need to get to. The post-game report is next. You're listening to Pacers basketball Basketball on the Elevance Health Radio Network.
Plan ahead for that next conference room meeting at work and watch people come to life when you walk in the room with that purple box from Jack's Donuts. You'll have plenty of choices with over 30 varieties of donuts. Add a 96-ounce box of Jack's Donuts coffee and hit that conference room in style. Let Jack's Donuts take care of your next big corporate meeting. Jack's Donuts since 1961. Learn more at jacksdonuts.com.
In Indiana, we grow basketball and soybeans. Just like the first bushel baskets used to create the game of basketball, we are growing bushels of beans all across the state, which help drive the Indiana economy, create sustainable products, and of course, create a sustainable source of food. Meet the people behind the family farms across the state at indianasoybean.com. This message was funded by Indiana's soybean farmers and their checkoff.
Hey Pacers fans, while we cheer on our team tonight, let's take a moment to remember an important cause.
Hey sports fans, thank you so much for hanging out with us here on Toronto Sports Insider during the playoff pulse. Our mission is simple, bringing sports fans together to hang out, cheer, and change the world one insider at a time, while supporting SickKids Hospital in Toronto every single game.
Cheers, insiders and sports fans from around the world. The Playoff Pulse campaign on Toronto Sports Insider is uniting fans worldwide through the thrill of NHL and NBA playoffs. Every game, every fan, every moment counts. The link is pinned in the chat and in the description. Check out our campaign page. Donate if you can, or share it with friends. Holy Mackinac! Every click helps sick kids heal the future. Just by being here, you have already made an impact. Now, chat it up, keep it classy, and let's keep changing the world one insider at a time.
Hey you! Yeah, you! I'm talking to you! Thanks for hanging out with us. This is TSI Mike, and now that we've got your attention, we're bringing you every single game of the NBA and NHL playoffs while supporting SickKids Hospital in Toronto through our Playoff Pulse campaign. Let's grow our global community. Hit that subscribe button, turn on that bell, and join the action.
Hey you! Yeah, you! Joe Bowen here, voice of the Toronto Maple Leafs. The Playoff Pulse on Toronto Sports Insider is all about playoff thrills and making a difference, with 100% of Leaf playoff stream revenue going directly to sick kids for their life-saving treatments and research. We're aiming for 100,000 insiders to boost our impact. So subscribe now and be a part of this incredible movement. Holy Mackinac! Let's show SickKids Hospital we're here for them. Join us today.
Hey you, yeah you, Easton Cowan, Leafs prospect here. I'm loving these Playoff Pulse live hangouts. Subscribe and turn on the bell to catch every game. Keep the chat buzzing and let's cheer for sick kids together. See you in the chat.
Hey sports fans, it's TSI Mike, and we're uniting fans worldwide with the NHL and NBA playoff action while supporting SickKids Hospital right here in Toronto. Click the live viewer.
T&Cs apply.
Welcome to Pacers Postgame.
Rebound slapped off the glass, grabbed by Horford. Recycled by Turner. Way to go, baby! Way to go!
Here again, the voice of the Pacers, Mark Boyle.
The Pacers dominated this game for long stretches, and then down the stretch were more than able to handle a Milwaukee challenge. In the end, it's a 117-98 win in Game 1 of this best of 7. The Pacers were so dominant that they trailed early at 4-3 and 6-3, then cut it to 6-5, took the lead for good. In other words, the Bucks in this game held the lead from 10:51 of the first quarter to 9:42. They led for a total of 1 minute and 9 seconds, and at times trailed by as many as 28. The Pacers win at 117-98. We'll have a complete recap, plus a look around the league. There are 3 other playoff series starting today, and a visit with Eddie White as we get ready for Bet365 Pacers Overtime. Pacers with a strong start to the postseason. They beat the Bucks 117-98. More to come on the Elevance Health Radio Network.
Today we have 2 very special guests on our program, introducing Lem and Lime.
Hello.
For Starry Lemon Lime Soda.
Thanks for having us.
What is Starry Lemon Lime Soda?
It's a crisp, clear burst of lemon lime flavor, and it's caffeine-free.
Between us, one of you must be a little more important to Starry than the other. Who is it?
We're both important.
So it could just as easily be Starry Lime Lemon Soda.
No, that doesn't sound right.
Oh, I like it.
So you saying hip-hop could be hop-hip?
Works for me.
Starry Lemon Lime Soda. Starry hits different.
Hi, this is Archie Manning. After years of playing football, I've learned to listen to my body. These days, that includes listening for signs of heart problems like chest discomfort or feeling tired from doing simple activities. The expert team of heart specialists at Ascension St. Vincent has made it the st hospital for cardiac care in Indiana. So when you need care for your heart, contact the winning team at ascension.org/St. Vincent Heart.
Thanks for showing up, Indy. Nothing beats catching your Pacers IRL, and nobody knows that better than you. So next time you want to hit up a game, Ticketmaster's got your back with tickets to every upcoming matchup. Whether you are catching the Pacers at home or on the road, you'll find tickets at Ticketmaster, the official ticket marketplace of the Pacers and the NBA. Keep putting that jersey collection to use and get Pacers tickets today. There is no better brag than saying you saw it live. See you courtside again soon, Indy.
If you want a tire shop that doesn't feel like your ordinary tire shop, then you need to meet Tire Man. Bell Tire. Good point, Tire Man. Tire Man works at Bell Tire. He's part tire, part man, all heart. Bell Tire. Right, Tire Man. We repair flats for free at Bell Tire. And as Tire Man just said, we actually care about our customers. We're not your ordinary tire shop because we're changing tires. Bell Tire.
I'm Mark Boyle. We appreciate you staying with us for post-game coverage as the Pacers get the jump in this best of 7. Indiana during the regular season was 29-11 at home. They won 7 of their last 8 games overall and 13 of their last 15 home games, so they continue their positive momentum in both of those categories. 18 men on the roster. 15 are eligible for the playoffs. Of those 15, 14 were active today, 11 played, 10 scored, and 6 got to double figures. Pascal Siakam, very effective. 10 of 15 from the floor, 3 of 5 from long range, and 2 of 2 from the foul line. He finished with 25 points. Miles Turner had 19 points. Andrew Nembhard, who had struggled at the end of the regular season, came through with 17 in Game 1. He had finished the season over the last 5 games going 1 of 15 from three-point range, and over the last 3 games, 3 of 23 overall, but in this game, 8 of 13 from the floor. And he helped the Pacers get off to a good start with 15 of his 17 points in the first half. There were other double-figure scores. Benedict Mathurin hit just 2 of his 7 shots from the floor and just 1 of his 6 three-point shots. However, he did hit all 8 of his foul shots and finished with 13 points. 11 points for T.J. McConnell, 5 of 7 from the floor, and Tyrese Haliburton provides another double-figure score. He did not shoot it well, which is not to say he didn't play well. 3 of 13 from the floor, 0 of 7 from three-point range. He finishes with 10 points. The rest of the scoring, 7 for Aaron Nesmith, 6 points apiece for Obi Toppin and Thomas Bryant, both off of the bench. Darius Walker had 3 off of the bench. Tony Bradley, James Jackson, and Ben Shepherd were active but did not play. The inactive player for the Pacers was Isaiah Jackson. The ineligible players for the Pacers are the two-way players. That means that the ineligible players included Enrique Freeman, Ray J. Dennis, and Quentin Jackson. The Milwaukee Bucks finished the season strong. They won their last 8 games, and that includes their last 4 home games. But they lose this one decisively. They were 20-20 on the road during the regular season. They have 15 eligible players. They activated 13 of them. They all wound up playing. 10 of them scored. Correction, 9 of them scored.